What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. That's right. We are back with basketball, baby. Basketball is back. It's Portland Trailblazers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Dang time versus Ja Morant. Let's get it, baby. All right, so we got Ja Morant facing off with the Lillard McCollum action. See these young Grizzlies, see how they do against a higher echelon team, which I definitely think that the Portland Trailblazers are that. One of my dark horse teams, actually, for this NBA Finals, if they can get into the playoffs. And speaking of which, this is a very important game. I would assume that the Portland Trailblazers are pretty much treating this as a playoff game because everything rides on this. This is what Dame Lillard talked about when he said that, if there's not an opportunity to win a title, then I'm not coming back. Well, he's back because this is their opportunity to win a title. But along that opportunity, along the way, they have to win. They have to win these games because they still have to eat their way into playoff position. They lost a lot of games during the layoffs where they would have had the chance to come back and solidify their spot in the playoffs. They weren't able to do that, so now they got to fight to get back. And they have Zach Collins back. They have Nurkic back. They're full. They're healthy. Again, my dark horse team. So let's see what happens. Alistair 4-9 in the building. It's Dame time. That's right, Alistair. It is Dame time. Let's go. NBA action. We're about to get to the tip-off, guys. Appreciate you coming through. It's not game time. It's Dame time. I feel you. It's also Ja Morant time, Alistair. Ja Morant is on a tear right now. All right, guys. So it's the Portland Trailblazers that comes down with the tip-off. Dame at the top of the key with the ball. Passes it down low. Good defense inside. Short hook, no good. Ja Morant with the ball. Ja Morant brings the ball up the court. Kicks the ball over to White. White at the top of the key. Carmelo on the defense. Goes around the screen. Back over to Morant. Back to Anderson at the top. Down to Valanciunas down low. Valanciunas can't hit, but fouled on the attempt by who was that who caught the foul on him? I believe that was that Nurkic. Yep. So Valanciunas will go to the line for 2. So Valanciunas good on the first shot, guys. Good on the first shot. And boom, twice. He hits both. So it's 2-zip. Memphis over Portland. Dame Dash should bring the ball down. Dame hands the ball off to Melo over to Nurkic. Back to Dame. Dame for the 3. Right in and out of the rim. Anderson gets the rebound. Kicks it to Ja Morant. Morant controls the ball at the top. Down low to Valanciunas. He's got Carmelo on him. Mismatch. Valanciunas loses the ball. Good defense. Way to plant the feet by Carmelo. Dang, Dash should pick the ball up. And Brooks, nice defense by Brooks. Stop Dame Dash. And Ja Morant with the coast-to-coast can't hit. Misses. And out on Memphis, Ja Morant missed the coast-to-coast layup. So good defense by Portland so far. Good defense by the Memphis Grizzlies. 2-0 game, guys. Game just starting. 10 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Dame Dash got the ball up top. Dame Dash drives down there low. Short jumper. Dame can't hit. Ja Morant comes down with the rebound. Morant at the top of the key. Passes over to Anderson for the 3. Anderson can't hit. Melo comes down with the rebound, and he'll bring the ball back up court. Melo kicks the ball to Dame. Dame, Brooks, great defense, right up in Dame's face. Dame Dash sizing up Brooks, looking for the shot. Dribbles around the Nurkic screen, tied up. CJ McCullough drives down in the lane and scores. Nice drive by CJ. Hey, he can do that, guys. You got to watch CJ McCullough, Dame Dash combo down there. 3-2. Memphis is down by 1. John Morant drives to the lane, gets tied up, kicks the ball back out to Valanciunas for the 3. Valanciunas drains it. Let's go. 5-2. Memphis back on top. All right, I think they made a score. They made a score correction, so it's 5-2. And CJ McCullough drives the lane again. Nice move by CJ McCullough. 1-point lead by Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant with the ball in his hand. Champ Ross in the building. What's good? Oh, that's right, Champ. I got you. I'm gonna send. I already got those 2 picks. I'm gonna put them in, Champ. Thanks, brother. All right, Brooks, 7 to shoot, passes it off, and a 3 in the corner by Jaren Jackson. Let me tell you guys something. I've been talking about Jackson in that 3-point shot, man. This kid is going to be huge. And let me tell you, already, nice stroke. So Carmelo with the nice stroke. He had a problem the other night in the scrimmage, but maybe he finds his rhythm early. Carmelo sinks the shot, 6-8. Jackson drives inside. Jackson, bank shot. Jackson, 5 points back-to-back. Memphis with the early lead. That's 10 points to 6. Zach Collins with the pass to Nurkic inside. Foul and 1. Slam dunk. Let's go. We got a game here, baby. Both teams are playing good inside. Great defense, but a better pass and a better move by Nurkic. Nice dunk right over Jackson. And let me tell you something. It's good for the Portland Trailblazers to see that from Nurkic. Remember, he was on that long-time injury. So Nurkic cleans up the 3-point play. 1-point game, guys. 10-9, 8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the quarter. So Anderson with the ball at the top, takes it to Valanciunas over to John Morant. John Morant drives in the lane. Passes it up top to Valanciunas. Ball gets bounced around. Dame Dash comes down with it. Gives it to McCullough. Drives straight to the lane and fouled by Anderson. Anderson has a bit of a, and sorry about that, he was actually fouled by Brooks. Brooks doesn't like it, but it looks like a clean foul to me, guys. So CJ McCullough will go to the line for 2 points. Champ say, okay, for sure. Jaren Jackson is the real deal. Yeah, for real. Jaren Jackson's nice. Both of the Jacksons are nice, as a matter of fact. Tell you the truth, Champ. Both of these Jacksons. So CJ, he'll drain the first free throw shot. Allison says Grizzlies 8 seed playoff spot is on the line here. Yes, sir. They got to win. This is a must win for the Grizzlies. And for Portland, too, to tell you the truth, Alistair. Happened in New Orleans yesterday. Yeah, they needed that, but other teams can still lose, so it's still kind of up in the air. But, boy, that was a tough loss for New Orleans yesterday. So Jackson for 3 again, and I'm telling you guys, watch this kid stroke. It is a good thing they got Jackson in that lineup. Jackson for 3 again. Already, guys, that's 8 points for Jackson. 8 points. Dame Dash foul. Slashing to the rim, so Dame will get back to the line. This is a flip-flop game, guys. Lead changes, tie game. Dame Dash back to the line to see if he can tie it up for 2. This is the kind of game I think we're going to have the whole time. Both of these teams have to have this win. This is a playoff game, essentially, guys. Dame Dash drains the first free throw. It's 12-13. 7 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Chan Ross says Jaren got that lineage too. His pop played for the Spurs back in the day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, champ. All right, so Dame misses the second free throw. Anderson comes down with the rebound, kicks it to John Morant over to Brooks. Brooks back to John Morant. John Morant fires it over to Jackson. Jackson kicks it to Anderson. Anderson working on Zach Collins. Stops, pops, gets fouled. So Collins comes with the foul, and Anderson will go to the line. Looks like the Memphis Grizzlies are racking up a lot of fouls quite early, guys. They better slow down on that. Grizzlies heading to the bonus. Got Anderson at the line, first shot. And he can't drain the first shot, so nothing doing. Hassan Whiteside will check into the game. Replaces Zach Collins. Guys, what happens? So Zach Collins picked up his second foul. They stick Whiteside in there. So who goes in the middle? Nurkic or Whiteside? I would say put Nurkic in the middle at that 5 because Whiteside plays a little weak, too weak for me. Stick him at the power 4 position. So Carmelo with the ball on the wing. Uses the Whiteside screen. Pulls up for the jumper. Drains it. Foul. Melo to the line to try to convert for the 3-point play. Tie game. Melo to the line to take the lead. Carmelo's looking good, guys, and that sounds like a problem for the Memphis Grizzlies because you don't want Carmelo hot. You haven't even had Dame Dash or McCullough take off yet. If Carmelo takes off hot, it's going to be a long day for the Memphis Grizzlies. Carmelo Anthony converts on the 3-point play, takes the lead. 15-14, John Morant brings the ball down, kicks it to Jackson. Jackson over to Brook. Brook almost loses the ball, but John Morant snatches it up. Back over to Jackson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson step back, 3-pointer. Oh, almost in. Valanciunas picks it up with the putback. He hollers about the foul. Didn't get the foul, but nice putback by Valanciunas. Lead change again, guys. 16-15. Dame Dash will drive down into the lane with a nice scoop and layup. Nice for Dame Dash. 17-16. Lead changes back and forth. Valanciunas gives the ball off to John Morant. John Morant passes it off in the corner. Jackson for 3. Jackson can't hit. Valanciunas comes down with the rebound and fouled by Hassan Whiteside. So I'll tell you what, guys, both teams right now looking really good offensively. Both teams playing solid defense. I will say that it's solid on both sides of the court. And that's pretty much why we have a really tight game here. Really interested in seeing how this game plays out. No, I can't call it. I didn't really have a solid prediction in the beginning of this game. I did lean toward Portland Trailblazers, which I can easily say now since the score is fairly close. I lean toward Portland Trailblazers because of the return of Nurkic and Zach Collins. But this Memphis Grizzlies team, this young Memphis Grizzlies team, they're ready. And they're proving it now. And, on Basketball Live with Lewis and D yesterday, I mentioned that this is a team that can disrupt teams' chances of getting to that final. This is a team that, if you guys remember that Warriors team that was 8th seeded, took out the Dallas Mavericks and ruined their chances for the finals, I look at this scrappy young Memphis Grizzlies team as that type of team. Not a team that'll take it all away and, complete the Cinderella story, but can disrupt one of these teams that may have had a chance. I think that that's what this Memphis Grizzlies team is. So, it's going to be a pretty interesting game because I have the Portland Trailblazers, like I said, actually is Rip City's one of my dark horse teams. So, interesting, guys. Really interesting game. This is a whole different Blazers team we're looking at for sure, champ. Ringside boxing in the building. What time is it? It's NBA basketball time, baby. That's right. Alistair said, if Dame don't make the playoffs this year, he got to leave Portland. I was saying he should have left last year. Whatever, Alistair. You just want Dame to come over to Toronto. You're not slick. I know what your plan is. No, sir. He's not coming to Toronto. I'm not saying he needs to leave Portland. And guess what, Alistair? Dame said he's not about that. He said he's about riding it out with Portland and taking that team to a championship on Dame's name. No cigar, Alistair. No cigar. The only cigar you get, Alistair, is the cigar that I'm smoking. Dame is not going to the Portland Trailblazers, buddy. So the Portland Trailblazers, guys, we got to keep in mind they're working to get into that A spot. They're working to get into that A spot. They're not locked into the playoffs yet. Now, ideally, Portland wants to win out. I think if they win out, they have a damn good chance of getting in there. My man, Lewis Sports Network in the building. Smash that like button and subscribe for my main man, D, the Godfather. Appreciate you, my man, Lewis. Like he said, and like the ticker says down there, I really appreciate all the support from you guys. It's Ballin with Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. NBA live commentary only. Please smash that like. Appreciate you, Lewis. All right, guys, we are back off commercial. Ja Morant with the ball at the top of the key. And Jackson again for another three. Jackson feeling it early and often. You got to watch out, man. Brandon Clark's checked into the game also for the Memphis Grizzlies. Hassan Whiteside with the ball down low. Turnaround jump hook by Hassan Whiteside. Good money. 19-19 tie game. Like I said, guys, both guys are clicking. Both teams are clicking offensively. So we're going to have to see how this plays off. Melton's in the game and Brooks in the game for the Grizzlies. And Brooks just hits a 17-foot jumper and gets that to fall, 21-19. Dame Dash from way out, just off the back of the rim. Melton comes down with the rebound. Melton give the ball over to Jackson. Jackson to Ja Morant. Ja Morant at the top of the key. CJ McCullough on the defense. Uses the Jackson screen. Try to give it back to Jackson inside. Good defense. Deflection by McCullough. Dame Dash tries to drive in the lane. Blocked from behind by Clark. Ja Morant picks the ball up. Gives it to Melton. Melton over to Jackson. Back to Melton. Melton at the top of the key. Mismatch got Nurkic on the defense. Melton pops up a deep three over Nurkic. Can't hit. Dame Dash. Long range pass to Nurkic. Back inside to CJ. CJ foul going to the rim. No foul. Sorry, guys. They call a goaltend. So that's going to be 21-21 tie game. Goaltend on CJ McCullough. Looks like Pierce. Is that Pierce? Yeah, it looks like Pierce got there just a little bit late. Dame Lillard and Ja Morant just crashed in the middle of the court. Both of them get up squinting, but it looks like they're both okay. Dame Dash is called for the foul. Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, man, that's dangerous. It's a knee. Ja Morant their legs got tangled up, but that knee smashed that damn little calf, man. It's like a shin kick in the UFC. That hurts. All right, guys, so here we go. Jackson with the ball. Jackson dribbles on Whiteside, but Nurkic with the block from behind. Dame Lillard picks up the loose ball, drives inside for the layup inside. Dame Lillard, nice move to get inside, 23-21. Ja Morant bringing the ball back down for the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant out on the wing. Calls for the screen by Pierce. Dribbles around the Pierce screen. Inside, Ja Morant goes up with the left hand. Can't hit. Good defense by Whiteside. And Gary Trent Jr. for three. And it's way off. But Melo comes up with the rebound. And Melo, offensive foul, elbow down low, trying to get that score off. So nice call by the ref. I didn't even see that elbow. Melo, slick veteran player. threw that little elbow, but the ref caught your mellow. Will be the Memphis Grizzlies ball. My man Ralph Unreal in the building. What's good with you, Ralph? Appreciate you coming through, fam. We got that Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trailblazers action. All right, guys. Ja Morant with the ball on the wing, swings it into Pierce. Pierce with the short jumper. He gets fouled by Dame Lillard. So, and I'm sorry, guys, that wasn't Pierce. That was Clark with the short jumper inside. So Clark will go to the line for 2. That's Brandon Clark. And Hassan Whiteside was called for that foul. So that's going to be 2 on Hassan Whiteside. But it appears they're still leaving him in. Clark knocks down the first free throw. So Zach Collins checks back in for Carmelo Anthony. I don't know, Ralph. And Clark drains both of the free throws, so tag game again. I don't know, Ralph. We talked about that before. It's pros and cons in that situation. You could call it an asterisk season because they're shorter, but there's reasons why it's kind of tougher for the guys that actually had a chance to play the full season. So Gary Trent Jr. with the step back jumper and drains it. 25-23. Jaren Jackson comes down with the ball, kicks it to Melton. Melton double team. Melton dribbles out of the double team, good dribble. And Melton over to Grayson Allen. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. So that's a technical foul on Hassan Whiteside. Kyle Anderson and Valanciunas stepping back in the game for the Memphis Grizzlies. And Melton misses the free throw, so no cigar on that, but they will retain possession 23-25. 3 minutes, 1 second left in the first quarter. Ja Morant will take a rest. So Valanciunas with the ball at the top. Kicks it over to Melton. Melton trips, loses the ball, but they're going to call Zach Collins sticking that leg out. They're going to call Zach Collins on the foul. He said, what you say there, Ralph? Knicks will be champs. I don't know, man. I would love to think that. That's my guys, you know. So we're going on commercial break, guys. But speaking of that, I would love to think that. I would love to think that because I'm a Knicks fan. And but I'm just not sure with James Dolan at the helm. You know what I'm saying, Ralph? It's tough to be optimistic with James Dolan at the helm of that team because this guy it appears a lot of times he really does everything he can do to not have that team succeed. He gets in the way of his general managers. He makes decisions that he's paying people for and he really should have no input on, and he just destroys anything that they try to set up and establish for our New York Knicks. And James Dolan is, in my opinion, the worst owner in the league right now. And as long as we have him at the helm, the New York Knicks just don't look good, fam. That's just my take on it. I don't feel confident with James Dolan. I wish it was a Donald Sterling situation where James Dolan was forced to pretty much sell his interest in the team. Like, I really wish something like that was to happen to Donald Sterling. You know, he wouldn't lose his fortune. He would still be rich. You know, probably a savvy businessman, so he could go do something else. But he would start ruining my New York Knicks. But if it was a perfect world, and if it was a fifth, you know what I'm saying? So, guys, interesting game right now. Back and forth game. We've had countless amount of lead changes. I can't even keep up countless amount of ties because the game has been that close for the entire time. We're under 3 minutes in the first quarter. We're on a commercial break right now. Both teams look pretty solid offensively and defensively. It's really good ball movement, good passes going, nice screens. I would say that the Memphis Grizzlies, the Portland Trailblazers have been helping the Grizzlies out just a tad bit by some unwanted and unnecessary fouls. So if they could, get a hold of that, they probably would have a decent sized lead. But, kudos to the young Memphis Grizzlies for being able to capitalize off of these turnovers and these mishaps, because as we saw with the Lakers last night, the LA Clippers had nearly 20 turnovers, but yet it was just a 2-point game. So sometimes turnovers don't equate to a lead if the other team can't capitalize off those turnovers. And the Memphis Grizzlies are doing a good job at capitalizing off of Portland's mistakes. So we have a pretty great game going here. And if they keep this up, I think we'll have a barn burner, as they say. So 23-25, Portland up by 2. Memphis currently at the line, Melton to shoot 2 free throws. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. So Melton can't hit the first free throw. So that's off. And Melton drains the second. So it's a 1-point game, 24-25. And Zach Collins will bring the ball up for the Portland Trailblazers. Almost stolen there by Melton. Dame was able to get a hold of that ball. Dribbles around the Hassan Whiteside screen. Tried a baseline pass, but Pierce got his hands in there and knocked the pass out of bounds. So it's 9 seconds on the shot clock. Portland will retain possession. Zach Collins inbounds the ball to Gary Trent Jr. Back over to Hezonja for a 3, and Hezonja drains the 3. So we have the biggest lead thus far of the game, 4-point lead by Portland Trailblazers, 28-24. Anderson with the ball. He'll drive down into the lane. Oh, tied up. Gets the ball ripped by Hezonja. Hezonja will come down the court with it. Hezonja goes around the Hassan Whiteside screen. Hezonja inside for the short jump hook off the glass and scores again. So Portland opens up that lead to a 6-point lead. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Melton to bring the ball down. He's got Gary Trent on the defense. And Gary Trent with the reaching foul. Little bit too aggressive on the defensive end, but he was able to keep his feet in front of Melton. Nice stroke and nice ball movement by the Portland Trailblazers. But Hezonja, come in right off the bat with 5 points. Hezonja with the layup comes right back behind the layup with a 3-point shot. Quick 5 points for Hezonja. And the Portland Trailblazers able to take a 6-point lead. So Melton back at the line for 2. And he drains. Actually, that was the second one, guys. Sorry, missed the first one. Drains the second one, 25-30, 5-point lead. Dame Dash bringing the ball down. So Dame Dash dribbles down into the lane, steps back, pulls up for the jumper, and can't hit. And Clark comes down with the rebound. He'll kick the ball over to Melton. Melton to Grayson Allen. And then we have a foul on, it appears, Gary Trent Jr. Illegal screen, it appears, on Gary Trent Jr. Fouled Valanciunas. So Portland is in the penalty. So Valanciunas will go to the line for 2. Drains the first one. 26-30. They reduce that to a 4-point lead. Valanciunas will shoot the second free throw. Valanciunas up for the second and just off the front of the rim. So it's a 26-30. Looks like the Grizzlies are struggling a little bit from the free throw line. Hezonja almost loses the ball. But Grayson Allen a little bit too aggressive, and Grizzlies get caught for the foul there. All right, so Portland also in the bonus, guys. Memphis in the penalty. So Hezonja will go to the line, see if he can add on to that 5 points, but he misses the first free throw. So he cannot extend that lead. 30-26 still to score. 1 minute, 28 seconds left in the first quarter. So we got Anderson, Melton, and Brooks will step out. Ja Morant will check in the game. Tolliver checks in the game. And Jackson checks in the game for the and that's Jaren Jackson, guys. Remember, we have 2 Jacksons. So Jaren Jackson in the game now. Tolliver with the ball over to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen gives it back to Ja Morant. 10 on the shot clock. Drop. Nice bounce pass inside. Valanciunas turnaround jump hook. Rattles around and in. So a 3-point game, 28-31. Portland Trailblazers in the lead by 3. Dame Dash with the ball. Double team real quick. Grayson Allen pulls out. Dame gets the ball over to Gary Trent for the 3. And it's in for the 3. Extends that lead back up to 6. 34-28. Valanciunas drives down into the lane on Hassan Whiteside. Hit on the arm. Valanciunas back to the line for 2. Nice drive by Valanciunas. Bad foul by Hassan Whiteside. But Gary Trent Jr., guys, for everybody that was keeping up with the scrimmages, Gary Trent Jr., I'm going to tell you guys, he is going to be a major factor in the Portland Trailblazers run for this title. This guy's been playing phenomenally. He's been playing really solid on the defensive end. You know, not a first-team defender, but he's been playing solid defense. But his offense, guys, he's been on point. And that's going to be huge. Because you always need that extra guy that can score, that guy that can pull up from outside and knock down that 3, especially in today's game. So Valanciunas bangs both shots. Dame Lillard with the long 3 can't hit. Valanciunas with the rebound. 34-30, 4-point game. Ja Morant with the ball at the top of the key. 25 seconds left. 9 seconds differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Ja Morant calls for the Valanciunas screen, dribbles around. Dame Lillard with the good defense, but Ja Morant step back 3, can't hit. And Gary Trent brings the ball back up the court. Gary Trent working on Grayson Allen, drives down into the lane. Good defense by Grayson Allen. All in the face of Gary Trent, but he fouls him behind the line, so Gary Trent will go to the line for 3 shots. Wow, Grayson Allen got just a little bit too close to Gary Trent on that. Didn't give him enough space to land. And, guys, that's the new rule. You have to give the shooter enough space to land. It was great defense, but Grayson Allen's only mistake was not allowing Gary Trent to get those feet on the ground. So Gary Trent to the line for 3. Up to shoot the first and drains it. So it's a 6-point lead again, 5-point lead again, 35-30. Gary Trent Jr. to shoot the second free throw. And he can hit the second. But the rebound by Collins puts it back up. Can't hit it. So we'll end the first quarter high-scoring game, guys. High-scoring game. 35-30. 5-point lead by the Portland Trailblazers. Look like I'm on fire. Actually, not. I picked the Pelicans to win against the Jazz. And it was a really interesting game, but the Jazz pulled that off. Brandon Ingram, you know, I have no problems with that young man. He took a chance. He had the balls to take the shot. And he took the game-winning 3-pointer, and it rimmed out, guys. If you didn't get to see that game last night, Brandon Ingram shot rimmed out, which means he was inches away from sealing the deal and hitting that game-winning shot. I have no problem with Brandon Ingram because it takes a lot of tenacity to put that shot up. And there are guys that are in the Hall of Fame who've actually never hit that game-winning shot their entire career, yet they're in the Hall of Fame. So, you know, shout out to Brandon Ingram for even attempting that shot. And the fact that he rimmed it out, he nearly missed it. Look, man, the Pelicans really needed that game, but they look really good. They look really good. Gotta have that water, guys. So we're going to have more basketball action coming to you too, guys. Look, it does not stop here. I got the basketball action coming for you guys. Me and my man Lewis Sports Network. Oh, yeah. We're going on later tonight, guys. Gonna get some of that sweet basketball action. We got it for you. And between my partner, look, guys, Basketball Live with Lewis and D. If you haven't been over to Lewis Sports Network, my man Lewis Sports Network, he's in the chat right now. Get over to his channel, check him out. If you into this basketball, he covers the sport more in depth than I do, but we have a collaboration, Basketball Live with Lewis and D. And one thing you can rest assured, if I'm not doing a particular game, then my partner Lewis is doing that game. So you might have us doing the games together. You might have us doing the game solo. But between me and my partner, Lewis Sports Network, you can get all the basketball you can ask for. Basketball Live with Lewis and D, baby. Let's go. So we are back off commercial, guys. And Gary Trent Jr., man, I'm telling you guys, if you were following him in the scrimmage, you could see this coming. Gary Trent has come off the bench, put up great points, good solid defense. Damian Lillard, CJ McCullough doing their thing, slashing into the lane. That's what we see from these guys. One of the best 1-2 punch backcourts in the league today. And I'm telling you guys, it's a reason I have the Portland Trailblazers as my dark horse team. Gary Trent Jr. playing phenomenally. The return of Zach Collins, the return of Yusuf Nurkic. You already have that terrible backcourt with Dame Time and CJ McCullough. The Portland Trailblazers are a dangerous team, baby. Let's go. So we're back off commercial. Anderson will bring the ball down for the Memphis Grizzlies. Anderson inside the Valanciunas. Valanciunas turnaround jumper on Yusuf Nurkic. Nice touch by Valanciunas to score a 32-35 three-point game. And Hazonia brings the ball down over to Dame Lillard to Nurkic. Nurkic gets it to Zach Collins. Zach Collins to CJ McCullough. Good ball movement. Nurkic goes up, gets the foul on, looks like Valanciunas. So early foul for Memphis Grizzlies. But just the first team foul, so Portland will take the ball out. And CJ McCullough to the lane for the score. CJ McCullough is doing his thing. Drive to the lane for the score. 37-32, 5-point game. Tolliver with the ball up top over to Jackson. Jackson over to Brooks. Back to Tolliver. Back to Brooks for the three. Brooks drains the three. So it's 35-37 down to a 2-point game. Back and forth game. Memphis finds themselves right back in this thing where they were before, guys. Looks like both teams are feeling it from the offensive end, guys. And the reason I say that, because we see really good defense on both sides. But these guys are making excellent cuts to the basket. They're utilizing the pick and roll system very well. And look, man, both teams are playing really well on both sides of the ball. I mean, when you have someone got a technical foul, not sure, but Portland's ball. Nurkic gives the ball to Zach Collins. Zach on the wing. Nurkic with the ball at the top over to CJ McCullough. CJ for three. CJ drains the three. Both teams feeling it, guys. Hot on the offensive end. CJ McCullough hot on the offensive end. 41-35. Brooks drives down into the lane. Gives the ball away right back to Portland. Here comes Zach Collins over to Hazonia. Hazonia fouled by Anderson, and he'll go to the line. So now it's Memphis Grizzlies with the touchy, starting this second quarter off with a lot of fouls. Not good. They're starting the second quarter off high fouls like Portland started that first quarter off, guys. So Hazonia at the line, and Hazonia drains it for the 3-point play. So 43-35, 8-point lead. Portland back up by 8. So Melton back in the game, passes it over to Tolliver. Tolliver can't hit. Back to Brooks, gets the rebound. Over to Melton, back to Brooks. Brooks tries the spin move, almost loses the ball. Good defense by Gary Trent. And Hazonia can't control the rebound, loses it out of bounds. So 14 seconds back on the shot clock. And the Memphis Grizzlies will get another try. So Dylan Brooks looking pretty solid on both ends of the floor. Memphis Grizzlies get the ball in the Tolliver. Valanciunas down in the Melton. Melton over to Jackson to Valanciunas, and Valanciunas fouled inside by Zach Collins. So Valanciunas will go to the line, and Valanciunas has been playing very well down in the hole, guys. Surprisingly well. He's found himself to the line 4 times already. He's going up strong. He's defending well. Okay, so it's a non-shooting foul, which I don't understand that because he was actually in the act of shooting. Okay, so now they're reviewing the play. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, now they're see, that's what I was just thinking. I didn't know why that wasn't a shooting foul, but they got them to pass the ball in, but they blew the whistle, guys. So now they're reviewing it. The referees are reviewing it to see if it was a shooting foul. And I kind of thought that it was a shooting foul. So they get ready to check it out to see if it was a foul. Oh, okay, so this is what happened. The grab took place before he fouled him, but he grabbed him before the ball actually got in bounds. So it's away from the play foul. So it'll just be a possession. But it's a good thing, that they introduced this instant replay into the NBA, because you get down into the playoffs and situations like that, you don't want the referees taking over the game. You want it to be the guys that play the game. So the referees at this point, guys, are still reviewing, but so it's a technical foul on CJ. So they get the shot and the ball. Well. So maybe the Grizzlies can bring this lead down by 3 or 4. So Brooks drains the free throw. Grizzlies will take possession of the ball, 36-43. So Brooks to bring the ball in. He gets it into Melton. Melton at the top of the key. Melton hits the ball over to Tolliver. Over to Brooks. Down into Valanciunas. Valanciunas working on Nurkic. Turnaround jump up. And Valanciunas fouled by Nurkic. Boy, it's a lot of fouls. And I'll tell you guys something. The referees have not been holding on that whistle, because they blew that whistle a crazy amount of times in that LA versus LA game last night. So these guys better be careful with their hands, because the referees, that was a clear reach-in foul by Nurkic too. So Valanciunas drains the first free throw. 6 or 7 for Valanciunas from the free throw line. 37-43, down to 6-point game. And he converts on both, so it's 38-43, 5-point game. Dame Lillard to bring the ball up the court. So Damian Lillard passes it over to Collins. Collins down inside to Nurkic. Nurkic with the fancy footwork. Nice defense by Valanciunas. He cannot get the first or second attempt. Good feed inside by Jackson, but Melton couldn't convert. Back over to Jackson. And Valanciunas called for the offensive foul. This time he hooked Nurkic's arm, but the referees saw that, young man. So turnover, Valanciunas with the offensive foul. Nurkic with a little bit of acting, but it worked out. So foul on Valanciunas. Nurkic with the ball popped away by Melton. Good hands by Melton. Jared Jackson all the way down coast to coast, but blocked from behind. Nurkic gets down on the defense. McCullough with the ball. Over to Gary Trent for a three out of the corner, and Gary Trent feeling it, guys. I was just talking about this guy. Back up to an 8-point lead by the Portland Trailblazers. Melton with the ball. Jackson in the game. Jared Jackson. So Josh Jackson with the ball. He'll drive down inside. He gets fouled going in. And that's another foul on Zach Collins. Boy, I'll tell you one thing, guys. Both of these teams are showing excellent defense. What a hustle to get back by Nurkic. Nurkic was the guy who missed the shot, and he hustled back down the court to get the block. So Carmelo Anthony will check in for Zach Collins. First free throw missed, 38-46. And the Memphis Grizzlies been having some woes from the free throw line this game, guys. They got to the free throw line pretty frequently, but it's been a lot of 1-for-1s. So he hits that second free throw. So it's a 7-point lead now by the Portland Trailblazers. Gary Trent Jr. with the ball at the top of the key, kicks it over to Melo on the wing. Melo, pull-up jumper. Melo, short. And a pickup by C.J. McCullough. 3 jerseys around. He picks up the rebound and gets the score. 9-point lead by the Portland Trailblazers, 48-39. Melton with the ball at the top of the key. Steps back for the 3-point shot. No good. Nurkic comes down with the rebound. McCullough to control the ball over to Nurkic. Nurkic pops his own 3-pointer, but he can't hit Tolliver with the rebound. And Jackson will bring the ball down back over to Tolliver. Tolliver gets the ball to Brooks. Brooks for 3 himself. And air ball. Brooks hits nothing at all. Come on, young fella. Drive that lane. So Zach Collins got the ball over to Nurkic. Nurkic looking for someone to pass the ball to. Gary Trent Jr. with the step-back jumper. In and out. Melton brings the ball down. So Jackson with the quick move on Hazonia, but he'll pull the foul. Didn't look like much of a foul to me. But again, guys, they're quick on that whistle. So, nice move by Jackson to cut to the rim. I'm not too sure about that foul. That was kind of touchy there. Hazonia was moving his feet pretty well, had his hands straight up. Okay, so he slid a little forward into him. And see, guys, that's that veteran move. The referees catch that. Sometimes in full speed, you can't catch that. But Hazonia moved a little bit forward, so they got him for the foul. And Jackson drains the first free throw. And this is Jared Jackson right now on the Josh Jackson, on the floor right now, guys. Got Jaren Jackson, number 13, Josh Jackson, number 20. So Josh Jackson drains the second one. It gets kind of confusing when they got both of the guys on the floor, you know what I mean? So 41-48, back down to 7-point lead. McCullough almost loses the ball out of bounds, gets a hold of it. Nurkic with the screen on Brooks. And McCullough with the pull-up jumper, clean, 50-41. 9-point lead, 7 minutes left in the second quarter. So Jaren Jackson with the ball up top. And it looks like another illegal screen. I'm not sure if that was Hazonia. Yeah, and guys, these fouls are piling up. And I'll tell you what, these referees are not hesitating one bit on that whistle. I mean, they're blowing that whistle without any concern. So Tolliver off the front of the rim, and the Memphis Grizzlies free throw shooting woes continue. And I got to tell you something, guys. It's a 9-point game, and I think that the Grizzlies missed close to 6 points. So 6 points, it could be a 3-point game right now. He drains the second one, 42 to 50, 8-point lead. Dame Lillard with the ball. Dame Lillard over to Carmelo. Dame at the top of the key. Goes around the Nurkic screen. C.J. McCullough gets the ball smacked away from Josh Jackson. And C.J. out of bounds when he tries to get control of that ball. Good defense again on both sides, both teams with the good defense. Great defense on Josh Jackson, and I know that they are glad to have this young man back. So we're on commercial again. Still a great game, guys. 8-point lead by the Portland Trailblazers. Now, guys, I picked the Portland Trailblazers to win this game because Portland is my dark horse team. I do see the Memphis Grizzlies as they're my disruptive team in this playoff runs. And so what I mean by that, guys, is Memphis Grizzlies, I see they're a team that could stop a potential team, a team that we think could win the whole thing. They could meet up with this particular team, whomever that may be, and disrupt their chances, kick them out of the playoffs. That's how I look at the Memphis Grizzlies. Do I think that they have enough to go all the way and win the title? No, I don't think that. But I think that they have enough to knock off a very significant team, one that we think or would have thought would win the title. Now, when I look at the Portland Trailblazers, I actually look at them as a dark horse team, a team that actually does have the ability to go all the way and take the whole thing. So, if I would have to assess these two teams and say, who do I think would win? This is why I went with the Portland Trailblazers, because I believe they're just a little bit too strong for this young Grizzlies team. And as far as right now in the game, they're proving that to be the case. They're maintaining somewhere between a 6 to 8 point lead. And if they can do that throughout the game and possibly pull away for a stretch or so, I see them winning the game pretty comfortably by, let's see, if I had a better over-under and say that Vegas gave us 6 points, then I would bet the over on this. I would actually bet the over on this. So let's say we had a 6-point over-under, then I would actually bet the over for Portland. And if you bet the line, of course, you just bet Portland. So trying to get my betting knowledge up, guys, give you guys some tips there. I'm working on that. But those two things I do understand right now. Still have more to learn, prop bets, futures, and so forth. But for a little immediate information for my gamblers out there, over-under would have been, 6-4. I'm not sure. I need to keep up on those stats and see what they are. But that would have been a good bet for Portland in this game because I just see Portland as being a stronger team right now. So Dame Dash, they put up a little, the guys celebrated Dame Dash's birthday, and Dame said his only birthday wish is that as a team, they don't waste time on the court. It's about winning. So give it all you got. That's his birthday wish. That's the heart of a champion, man. Dame wants to win. Dame wants to win. So we're back in action, guys. 8-point lead, 50-42. Ja Morant with the ball. Ja Morant in the corner to Jackson for 3, and Jackson can't hit the 3. Nurkic with yet another rebound. Passes it off to Damian Lillard. C.J. McCullough. McCullough on the wing. Got Jaren Jackson on defense, and Melo with the drive inside for the score. Nice move by Melo. Melo's been looking pretty sharp this game, feeling a 10-point lead by Portland. And Dame Lillard rips the pocket of Jackson. And that was McCullough. I'm sorry that ripped the pocket of Jackson, but he couldn't sink the 3. Jackson back up with the ball. Bringing the ball down. Jackson drives in the lane and blocked by Nurkic. Jackson loses the ball twice. 2 turnovers. Nurkic down inside. Drives right in on Grayson Allen. But that's an offensive foul. Big Nurkic, offensive foul. Say he tried to run over Grayson Allen. Well, pretty shaky call. Pretty shaky call, guys. I'm not sure if I agree with that call by the ref, but I did not wear that gray shirt. And it will be a foul. Foul on Nurkic. 10-point lead. Memphis Grizzlies ball. So Nurkic is going to have to sit down, guys. It's only the second quarter, but he has stacked up 3 fouls. Dangerous position, so they're going to have Nurkic take a seat right now. They don't want to risk losing him. I know that they're really happy and excited to have Nurkic back. He's a key piece to this team winning a championship if they're going to get there. So, got to see Nurkic on the floor, and if he fouls out, you just won't be able to do that. So, Nurkic is going to take a break right now. Luckily for the Portland Trailblazers, you do have Zach Collins back. And so the fact that you have Zach Collins back, you made that addition and went out there and picked up a Hassan Whiteside. Well, when Nurkic has to sit down, you still have that length in Hassan Whiteside, and then you also have that offense and athleticism in Zach Collins. So it pretty much fills that void. And this is why I like the Portland Trailblazers so much, guys. Again, I don't pick them to win, but as a dark horse team, they very much could do it. Another dark horse team of mine, since we're on commercial, the Denver Nuggets. A lot of people don't have faith in the Denver Nuggets, but I think this young squad, and like I told you guys, Bobo has been playing really well. And guys, I'm telling you, look out for this Denver Nuggets team. The only issue I think Denver has is asserting their lineups correctly. Because they have the depth. They have a massive talent. Michael Porter Jr. is back playing well. You got Bobo, two big man combination, Bobo and the Joker. Jamal Murray's playing lights out. Devin Harris has picked his game up. Jeremy Grant. Man, this team looks good. All right, everybody. Back off commercial. Blazers up by 10. It appears that they're going to leave Nurkic in the game. Wow, that's risky business. Okay, they may have reversed the call on a commercial. I'm not sure. Okay, guys, so they reversed the call during the commercial break. They're going to give Grayson Allen the offensive foul, and it was a shooting foul because Nurkic was going up for the shot. So back down to 2 fouls. Very fortunate for the Portland Trailblazers because they don't need Nurkic in foul trouble with 5 minutes left. So it's back down to 2 fouls for Nurkic, and he goes to the line, and he just drains the first free throw. So it's an 11-point lead. By far the largest lead of the game. Portland up by 11. Okay, guys, so Jackson shoots the ball over to Grayson Allen. Into Clark with the short hook. But another hand on that ball by Nurkic, and this is why this guy's so important at length. Nurkic has been great defensively this game. So Nurkic with the ball at the top of the key. Gets the ball, tries to get the ball inside to McCullough, but Grayson Allen with the hand. Grayson brings the ball down and tries alley-oop, but he loses control. The ball just a little too high for Jaren Jackson to get turnover. Melo with the ball, working on Jackson. Melo, pull-up jumper, can't hit. Jaren Jackson gets the rebound. He'll bring it down. Jackson plows into C.J. McCullough. Now, is that going to be a blocking foul? I think that was a blocking foul, even though C.J. was in front of him, because C.J.'s feet weren't planted. I'm going to see how they're going to call this, guys. Yeah. C.J. was out of position. So that's 2 on CJ. Actually, guys, funny enough, it was a good move by Jackson because he faked like he was about to pass it. So CJ was trying to anticipate the pass, but Jackson took another dribble. And so CJ got his arms up and fouled him. So pretty smart by the young kid. Got an 11-point game. Let's see if Jackson can bring this back under 10. Grizzlies been having a little problem at the line. And Jackson gets it off the back of the rim. 54 is back to 10. Almost missed that, man. He got to shoot his touch on that. So Hassan Whiteball gets the ball over to Dame Lillard on the corner for the 3. Lillard can't hit. Josh Jackson picks up the rebound. Josh with the ball up top, down inside to Clark. Clark with the turnaround jump hook right over the top of Melo. So 46-54, back down under 10 points. Grizzlies trying to dig their way back in. Dame Dash will bring the ball in. Got Ja Morant on the defense. Dame over to McCullough, back to Dame. Back over to McCullough. McCullough up to top to Azonia. Azonia over to Dame Dash. Over to McCullough in the corner for 3. CJ can't hit. Josh Jackson will pick the ball up. Jackson drives down in. Short hook off the glass and scores. So down to a 6-point game, guys. Great job by the Memphis Grizzlies to bring this thing back down within 6. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the half. Dame Lillard pass the ball over to Melo. Melo, step back jumper. Ice, baby. Melo is feeling it. Really good. This virtual crowd kills me, guys. All right, guys. So back up to 8-point lead, 56-48. Ja Morant is pretty silent on the offensive end right now. Ja Morant working on Hassan Whiteside. Mismatch. Kicks it out to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen, short jumper. Drains it right over the top of Carmelo. Nice move by Grayson Allen. 6-point game, 50-56. Got Valanciunas and Dang and Anderson cheering on their guy. All right, C.J. McCullough gives the ball off to Dame. Dame will dribble around the Hassan Whiteside screen. Right into the lane for the scoop and score. Dame time, baby. 50-58. Jaren Jackson over to Josh Jackson. Josh dribbles down, spins on Melo. Melo with the nice hand. Smacks the ball away from Jackson. McCullough brings the ball down. Gives it to Dame. Step back, 3. Drains it. Now here comes Portland again. Just that quick, right back up to an 11-point lead. Hey, man, what you going to do? I'm telling you guys, this Portland Trailblazers team, you got to listen to your boy D. Jefferson. If you wanted to win some money, Portland was the team to go for. Dame is feeling it. CJ is feeling it. Gary Trent is feeling it. Nurkic is feeling it. Carmelo is feeling it. And Portland looks good, guys. So it's a tough cause, a tough match for this young Grizzlies team. And I like the Grizzlies, but, man, with everything that Portland just got back in their lineup, you know, again, guys, I really think that they're a matchup for any team in the top, you know, the top echelon team. The Bucks, they can match up well with the Bucks, with the Lakers, with the Clippers, you know, with Boston Celtics, with the Denver Nuggets. I think this Portland Trailblazers team is a dangerous team, man. And, you know, chemistry. So if you were watching the scrimmages, a lot of teams were having problems with chemistry. And Portland, we didn't get to see a lot of Dame Dash and CJ McCullough. They didn't want to play them, which is understandable. You don't want to risk that. But you could see that they were forming and building chemistry, and they were doing a better job of it than other teams. So when you reinsert one of the best backcourts in the league, that's what's going to happen. And Ja Morant with the athletic move inside 52. There goes Ja Morant. That's what they need. They need Ja to start taking over. Nice move inside by Ja. 9-point game. Melo with the ball up top. Melo kicks the ball to McCullough. McCullough got Brooks on the defense. Switches up with Jackson. McCullough crossover. Gets inside. Loses the ball. Scramble for the ball inside and out on the Memphis Grizzlies. So it'll be 1.9 seconds. Portland retains possession. But nice defense, again, by the Grizzlies to get his it was Melton that got his hand in there on the Hassan Whiteside attempt to knock that ball away. So Gary Trent Jr. with the short jumper misses the jumper, foul on Hassan Whiteside. So Ja Morant with the ball at the top shoots the three-pointer just off the front of the rim. But Melton scrambles to get the ball. Brooks comes back with the three. Clark tries to get the putback, but fouled from behind by Hassan Whiteside. So Clark will go to the line. Very intensive series right there for the Memphis Grizzlies. I love the hustle. They missed a couple of shots, hustled those rebounds up, and end up getting the foul and being able to get to the line. So great play and great strong play by this young squad here. And Hassan Whiteside has just not been impressive to me, guys. He's going to get his blocks every game. This is what he does. You know, he's going to think he averages 3 or 4 blocks a game. So he'll check out and Nurkic will check back in. But my problem with Hassan Whiteside is for his height and size, he just doesn't play strong enough. He plays too weak to me. So Brooks will clean up the three-point play and then bring this score back down to 7 points, 61-54. CJ McCullough to Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard back over to CJ. CJ kicks it outside to Melo. Melo, step back jumper. Melo drains it again. Ice, baby. Bottom of the rim. Listen, Melo is feeling it. That's trouble for the Grizzlies. Back up to a 9-point lead. Ja Morant, razzle dazzle, dribbles inside, kicks the ball back out to Clark. And man, sloppy bobbling by the Grizzlies, but they're able to keep the ball. Brooks drives inside. Nice pass inside by Brooks to to Clark. So Brooks, a little overzealous, got the nice pass, tried to get the steal off Damian Lillard on the inbound, but picks up a quick little silly foul. But listen, man, these Grizzlies are hustling. You know, they're hustling. They're trying really hard. It is now a 7-point lead, but Grizzlies are not going away easy, guys. So Nurkic with the short jump hook inside, can't hit. And Brooks comes down with the ball over to Grayson Allen for 3. Can't hit. Clark with the tap inside, fighting with Melo, but Melo will pull the foul and Clark to the line for 2. Boy, these guys are balling. Listen, I love the intensity of the Memphis Grizzlies right now. Now, the Portland Trailblazers are actually playing better ball right now, guys, but the intensity level, the hustle of the Memphis Grizzlies they're more intense right now. They have a higher work rate than the Blazers, and that's what's keeping these guys in the game. These second opportunities, these offensive rebounds, that's keeping them in the game. 5-point game, 58-63, 40 seconds left in the half. We got CJ McCullough bringing the ball down, dribbles around the Nurkic screen. CJ McCullough with the floater inside. CJ's on fire, baby. 65-58. Ja Morant will bring the ball down for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant got Gary Trent on the defense. 8 seconds differential from the game clock to the shot clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ja Morant dribbles around the clock screen. Ja Morant inside to Melton for the dunk. Nice dish by Ja Morant. 60-65. Dame Lillard will bring the ball up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Watch out. Dame will bang it from way back, but he drives inside, kicks it out to Gary Trent for another three. Portland on fire, baby. 68-60. We'll go into the half with an 8-point lead. Portland up by 8. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Portland, they're looking good. I'm so glad that I picked these guys as my dark horse team, and they look like the dark horse team that I imagined they would be. Let me tell you something. Even though this Memphis Grizzlies team is a young team and not expected, this is a tough team, guys. So the fact that we're watching the Portland Trailblazers perform on a team as the Grizzlies in this fashion, they're performing in this fashion, that's a good sign for the Portland Trailblazers. Really great game right now. 8 points is nothing in the NBA, guys. It's not a big deal. That can turn just like that. A minute or so, you can see that score flip. So, good game. We'll go into the half. Portland Trailblazers with an 8-point lead, 68-60. So, I'm going to pull up some halftime stats. Usually I got my partner in crime, Lewis Sports Network. You know, he's usually here with me for that. Give you guys the halftime stats. But your man D is working solo today. So, guys, all right, so here we go, guys. Halftime stats. So the Portland Trailblazers are shooting at 56%. So Dame Dash had a little bit of a slow start, but he got it in. You know, he got his mojo back and started hitting his shots and driving to the lane efficiently. And CJ McCullough's been pretty solid the whole game. Carmelo Anthony has been pretty on since he started. Nurkic is doing good from the inside. So all of this has a lot to do with why the Portland Trailblazers are shooting at 55% right now and have an 8-point lead. Now on the other side of the court, the Memphis Grizzlies are shooting 45%. And guys, they're doing pretty well themselves. A lot of hustle by this young team. That's why they're only down by 8 points. They could have easily been down by a lot more points, but they're not giving up on themselves. They know they're in for it with a tough team, maybe a little tougher than they are. But this young Grizzly team have a lot of fight in them. So they're shooting at 45%, 55, 10% less. Not really a big deal. From the three-point line, that's where the Portland Trailblazers are stretching, extending, and keeping that lead. They're shooting 40% from the three-point line, 6 for 15, massive. And on the other side, only 29%, 5 for 17 for the Memphis Grizzlies. So that's a big factor. And as I was saying during the game, guys, 7 free throws the Memphis Grizzlies have given up. They're doing a good job at getting to the line. They've actually gotten to the line twice as much as the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers has attempted 15 free throws. And on the other side, the Memphis Grizzlies has doubled that. They've literally doubled that, and they've attempted 30 free throws. But the difference is 80 percentile versus 70 percentile, because Portland is shooting 80 percentile. They only missed 3, and they sunk everything else. Whereas on the Grizzlies side, they're struggling a little bit from the free throw line, and they're shooting in the 70 percentile. So it's 20 3 for 30, and they're going to have to do a better job at that because, guys, games come down to free throw shooting. So they're going to have to do a better job of that. You're seeing a lot of 1-for-1s, and that's just not going to cut it. Offensive rebounds, this is what's keeping the Grizzlies in the game. They lead on that. Total rebounds 19-16, pretty close. The Portland Trailblazers is sharing that ball very well, 17 assists. Blocks are pretty even, 2-3. And the Portland Trailblazers defense now, 3 blocks, 8 steals. Okay, so they're in there. These 9 turnovers by the Grizzlies is a part of the reason they find themselves down. Points in the paint, Portland Trailblazers are definitely controlling that area, 24-18. And fouls, as I was speaking about earlier, Portland's got to lay off of those fouls. They're picking up a lot of silly fouls early, and they're putting the Memphis Grizzlies into the bonus early, which is allowing them to stay inside this game. Cheap points from the line will keep you close in scores without draining the clock and putting in a lot of effort. They don't call it the charity stripe for no reason. So Portland's going to have to clean up, the fouling on their defense, on the defensive side of things. Well, that's your halftime stats, guys. And, overall, both teams are looking good. Keys to victory, I would just have to say that Portland just really need to keep doing what they're doing. Just keep playing the way they've been playing, and that's their keys to victory. Their bench has been playing lights out. Gary Trent Jr. coming off the bench, phenomenal. So Portland just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They could do a better job at watching their hands, because they're getting a lot of cheap fouls, 19 fouls, just unacceptable. But outside of that, I think Portland's doing well. Now, on the Grizzlies side of the ball, they're facing a better team. And they're doing, pretty well on the defense. They're hustling well because they're controlling the rebound inside of the game. But they're getting muscled inside the paint, So maybe they could do a little better on the interior defense. As far as their perimeter defense, I think it's pretty solid. It's just Dame Dash and those guys are hot. When guys get hot like that, even if you got hands in their face and you're right there on good defense, they're still going to drain the shot. And that's what you're seeing right now. The Portland Trailblazers are feeling it. You have 4 different guys who have popped it from three-point line already. Dame Dash, Carmelo Anthony, Nurkic, and C.J. McCullough all hit threes. So they're feeling it from the three-point line. And it's going to be tough for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're playing great ball right now, but they still find themselves behind. And that's the simple fact that the Portland Trailblazers are playing better ball. So that is your halftime stats and reports, guys. All right, and little update for anybody coming in, guys listening to the playback. Last night games, very exciting. And for you guys that didn't get a chance to check those out, we had the Utah Jazz facing the Clippers of the New Orleans Pelicans, and that went right down to the wire, guys. And I mean right down to the wire. The Pelicans lost that game by 1 shot, and Brandon Ingram did a good job trying to drain that game-winning shot, and it actually rimmed out. That thing went in, rolled around the rim, and came right out. Brandon Ingram, great job, just missed it, but 2-point win, 106-104 by the Utah Jazz. The statistics on that game, they really tell the story. It's not too much of a reason to go over the game statistics because everything was pretty close, and the game ended up pretty much collaborating and correlating with what the statistics said of that game. But Brandon Ingram had a great game last night, 23 points, 8 rebounds. And Zion Williamson, they still have him on minute restriction, but Zion came in and scored 13 points, guys, and 35 minutes, Zion Williamson. So, phenomenal. This young man, when he starts playing 35 minutes plus, that New Orleans Pelicans team is going to be a dangerous thing. Let's remember, Zion Williamson knocked off 30 pounds of that weight, guys. That's massive. He still looks strong. He still has that jump, that acceleration. This big boy can handle that ball. He threw the beautiful behind-the-back dime to Drew Holiday. Guys, I mean, the things this kid can do with the ball, as long as he stays healthy, that's going to be a special challenge in this league. So Zion Williamson did his thing. Drew Holiday was over 20. J.J. Redick was over 20 for those Pelicans. And, on the winning team side, Donovan Mitchell, 20-point game for him. Mike Conley, 20-point game for him. And Clarkston had him a 20-point game. And they did that in a victory, a 2-point victory over the Pelicans. So really good game. Huge loss for the Pelicans because they're one of those teams that's fighting to try to get into that 8th or that 9th spot, and losing the game, especially early in this chase, is just not something you want to see. But I don't think many people expected Pelicans to get in there with the injury to Zion Williamson and the fact this young team is just getting, things together. But boy, I can't wait to see this team next season after the draft, and it's going to be really exciting to watch. So we're about to come into the second half, guys. But before we do, I do want to give you guys updates. The Lakers versus the Clippers last night. So my man Lou Sports Network and I, and we're still on commercial, we did the commentary for that game last night. And I'll tell you something, guys. That game was everything I thought it would be. Now, I picked the Lakers to win that game. And if I had picked the over and under, I was talking about the over-under. If I had picked the over-under on that game, I would have lost that bet. But that was a bet that I would just bet on the line anyway, because you could never tell. I would just bet the line on that game, the Lakers to win, which you would have won on that bet. The Lakers won by 2 points. So the over-under would probably not be safe, because I think that they probably, and again, I'm going to start keeping up with the stats, but they probably would have had Lakers at 6-8, and I'm not sure what it was, but you definitely would have lost on that because it was a really tight game. It came down to the wire, and I don't think many people expected that. But it was a great game. Kawhi Leonard, he had a decent game, a decent overall game, but it was Paul George. Paul George was on fire last night, guys. 33-point game. And he just went on a 3-point tear in that fourth quarter. And this is what actually got the Clippers back in the game. But essentially, they still lost the game. Now, I have full faith in the Lakers at this time, guys. And throughout that game, the Lakers took an 11-point lead. And I was telling everyone watching, I said, the Lakers took 11-point lead. And I said, I'm telling you guys, the Lakers going to win this game. Well, Clippers dug back in there, and they took an 11-point lead. And I told everybody, I said, listen, the Clippers are just not in sync defensively. And even though they came back and took the lead, guys, they're still going to lose this game. Lakers came right back after about a quarter and took the lead back, and then, they end up winning the game. So Clippers side of things, they're a little off sync defensively. And they're going to have to really address that moving forward because, if that remains an issue, defense is half the game. You're not going to win a championship that way. But in their defense, Montrezl Harrell is out. And he's a key piece to that defensive unit. And he's a really impactful player. So having Montrezl Harrell out the game was a big factor. And Lou Williams didn't play as well. But on the other side, Rajon Rondo and Avery Bradley was not in the game. So, and they didn't play J.R. Smith a lot, which was surprising to me. Maybe it's that they wanted a good look at Dion Waiters, but I was surprised that they didn't play J.R. Smith. They kept putting Waiters in. And we didn't really, I think J.R. played like a minute and a half, and they kept putting Dion Waiters in. So, and Waiters wasn't really doing that well. I would have liked to have seen more from JR, but you know, coaches know what they're doing. I'm just a fan and an analyst. But I would have liked to see more from JR, because if they're going to win, I think that JR is going to be instrumental. And so you're going to have to get that guy on the floor and give him some touches, because the other night in the scrimmage, JR was on fire. He hit like three-pointers back to back. I think he might have hit 6 total or something. So you got to give that guy some touches, get him in the rhythm, get him into a zone, you know, going into these playoffs. Because if J.R. Smith gets on an offensive tear, the Lakers are going to be extremely dangerous. We seen Kyle Kuzma last night feeling the rhythm. Anthony Davis on the Lakers side was the man, 36 points, double-double. Anthony Davis on fire. LeBron James close to a triple-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. So, you know, LeBron building his stats and such. Pretty good game, you know. Another close win. Both games close win. So back to the action. Jackson Jr. tries the 3, and he can't hit. So Dame Lillard to bring the ball down. Second half just starting, guys. Dame Lillard over the Nurkic screen, almost blocked. Dame Lillard gets to the rim with the left hand and scoop layup. 10-point lead, guys. 70-60. So Anderson with the ball up top, and Carmelo with a bad foul. Melo gets whistled for a foul, so it's non-shooting foul. And it was a lot of contact on that Dame Lillard drive. No call. I don't blame Dame Lillard for being mad at that. Okay, Ja Morant, guys, top of the key. He's got Hazonia on the defense. Ja Morant dribbles around Hazonia. Ja Morant. Nice defense by Zach Collins and Nurkic. They get the block on Ja Morant. Hits the ball off his foot. Out of bounds on Ja Morant. Portland Trailblazers ball. 70-60. Portland up by 10. Just cranking up in the second half. Spin move inside by Nurkic. Spin move. Jump hook, foul, Nurkic to the line, and one. 72-60, Portland Trailblazers up. They starting to pull away with it, guys. Remember what I said at the halftime? Portland might want to come out here and try to extend that lead, and it looks like that's just what they're going to do. And Nurkic is to the line to see if he can convert on this 3-point play. You know, guys, I was telling everyone about Jusuf Nurkic, and I think that I was right. Nice pull-up jumper by Brooks inside, 62-31, down to the 11-point lead. Dame Lillard gets it inside to C.J. McCollum, back up to Nurkic. Dame Lillard, Brooks step right up on the defense. Screen by Nurkic. Dame inside. Another scoop. Dame killing him with the scoop layup inside. He's doing it with the left hand. He's doing it with the right hand. 75-62. Jaren Jackson inside. Goes up strong for the dunk. But he is able to get the foul call on Zach Collins. And I like that by the young guy. Jaren Jackson don't go up, try to make no layup. He doesn't go up soft. He goes up with 2 hands for the dunk. And even though he didn't get the dunk, he got the foul. Jaren Jackson to the line for 2 shots. Misses the first one. And the free throw woes continue for Minnesota. Makes the second one. So that's 63-75. And Minnesota's going to, not Minnesota, I'm sorry, guys. Memphis going to have to do something about these free throw woes. It's killing them, guys. That's 8 points off of free throws already. You know, that would be 71 points they would have. So Nurkic Another rip through by Nurkic. Second time he did that, guys, that's a veteran move. Got your arm on me, rip through with that ball, get that arm up into yours, and that is an automatic foul every time. That's a veteran move. So Nurkic able to pull the foul on the young boy, Jaren Jackson. Dame Lillard with the ball, works on Jaren Jackson, goes down inside, kicks it back out to Nurkic. Zach Collins and the Nurkic. Nurkic turnaround hook, can't hit. John Morano bring the ball down, full speed ahead, kicks it in the corner to Brooks for three, and he drains it. Back under 10, 66-75, 8-point game, guys. Dame Dash with the ball at the top. Brooks, get up on him. You're too far from Dame. He'll pull up from there. Dame Dash dribbles down inside. Looks like we got a foul on Brooks. Foul Damian Lillard. It's not a shoe foul, guys. So Lillard will bring the ball in. So a silly foul there by Anderson. Ref is playing referee for real, like they're fighting. I don't think they called Anderson for the foul. He just blew the whistle. That's funny, man. The referee play. Hey, break it up, guys. All right, McCullough with the ball. McCullough on the wing. Jaren Jackson on the defense. Throws it over the top to Nurkic. Nurkic jump hook. Can't hit. Zach Collins hit the ball out. Grizzlies ball. Score 8-point lead. Ja Morant looking to get inside. Got Carmelo on the defense. Dribbles around the Brooks screen. Got the mismatch. Nurkic on him. Crosses Nurkic up. Kicks the ball to Anderson in the corner for three. Anderson can't hit. Nurkic with the rebound. Here comes Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard drives down into the lane. Dame Lillard. Foul. And Dame Lillard will go to the line. Nice way for Dame to drive, take the contact, get to the line. 8-point lead, guys, 66-75. Portland up. Dame Lillard to the line for two. And I'll tell you something. This is what you want to see from Dame Lillard. Now, he hasn't been great from the three-point line, but you want to see him slashing that lane. You know, collapsing that defense because you got guys like CJ out there, Nurkic shooting lights out right now. Jay Jefferson in the building. What's buzzing, cousin? Oh, I appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that. All right, guys, commercial break. Got Jay Jefferson in the building. So I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. I'm really impressed by what I see from both teams, actually. I look at the Memphis Grizzlies, the New Orleans Pelicans, and to some extent, Denver Nuggets, but I still think that they're a dangerous team. I look at these teams, guys, as a next season team. I think they can make some noise in this playoff run, you know what I mean? But nothing serious. And I look at them, though, as a next season team. And what I say is that they're going to be dangerous next season. New Orleans Pelicans, they're going to be dangerous next season. Grizzlies and so I think that they're playing well. You just got to realize that, again, with the inclusion and the return of Jusuf Nurkic and Zach Collins, you should have known that it was going to be like this with this Portland team. If you follow basketball, Nurkic was huge, and his return, he's everything I thought he was going to be. On the defensive end, this guy is long. He's solid on defense. He can spread the floor because he can shoot the three-pointer. He's good with that little jump hook inside. Nice footwork. So Nurkic is a problem. And then you got great backup. So if Nurkic gets in foul trouble, say, well, you have Hassan Whiteside and Zach Collins still down there to provide what Nurkic, you know, what would be lacking there, because Hassan Whiteside is going to provide that length and that defense, and Zach Collins will pick up on the offensive end, and he's a pretty decent defender himself. So Portland, a very dangerous team, guys. My dark horse teams One of my dark horse teams, I got 3 of them actually that could really shock the world, is what I mean by my dark horse team. And Portland is one of them. Portland, Denver, and Miami Heat on the East Coast. Those 3 are my dark horse teams. I really believe that these teams could shock the world. Take the whole thing, these 3 teams. Y'all remember I said that. Portland Trailblazers, Denver Nuggets, and damn, I almost forgot. That's what happens, guys. All right, so we back off commercial. So trivia question. Who holds the team record for field goals attempt in a single game? Who holds the Trailblazers team record for field goals attempt in a single game? I'll try to answer this one. Clyde Drexler, maybe? So they're going to give away the answer later. Don't Google it, guys. Try to go off the top of the dome. I don't know it. I say Clyde Drexler. It's a single game, so not season. So let's say Clyde the Glide, maybe. All right, so Dame Lillard at the line. 10-point game. 8 minutes, 54 seconds left in the third. Dame hits the free throw, so he converts on the 3-point play. 66-77. John Morant will bring the ball down. Passes it over to Anderson. Carmelo up on the defense. Jackson with the ball. Works on Nurkic. Jackson crossover on Nurkic. Dunk inside by Jackson. Nice move by the young fella. Strong inside. Dame Dash will come back down. 9-point lead. 77-68. Ball over to Nurkic. Nurkic gets it to McCullough. McCullough inside to Melo. Melo puts the move on Jackson. Melo gets Jackson off his feet. No cigar. Dame with the long 3 right off the front of the rim. And it'll go out of bounds. Memphis Grizzlies ball. My man Jay said if Portland can sneak in as a seed in the playoffs, they will be really interesting first round game. So a short jump hook by Brooks, it looked like inside. Memphis Grizzlies bring it down to 7. Carmelo with the ball, got Anderson on the defense. Carmelo with the quick move inside. Melo foul. And that's an offensive foul by Carmelo. So another turnover by Portland Trailblazers, and Grizzlies sneaking back up in there, guys. 77-70, 7-point lead. Let's see how this looks. Yep, Carmelo got that elbow out, extended. Good move by Brooks. He kind of sold it. You know, these guys are starting to be good actors in the NBA. Brooks sold that a little bit, but can't extend that elbow, Carmelo. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. So Anderson just tried to pull the same move that Brooks pulled on Melo. Well, guess what? They call Anderson for the foul. So no cigar, young man. Carmelo goes to the line for 2. 5-point game. They kind of messed up with that, guys. Carmelo, pretty good free throw shooter, and he drains the first one. 6-point game, 72-78. Portland up by 6. Brandon Roy, yeah, man. Brandon Roy was a talented guy, man. So John Morant brings the ball down. Full speed ahead. John Morant, pull-up jumper inside. Can't hit the shot. John Morant knocks the ball away from Nurkic. Jackson with another offensive rebound. Puts it back up and in. These boys, the intensity, guys, that's what I'm telling you. The intensity, the hustle, the drive. That's what's keeping these young guys in the game. 5-point lead, 74-79. Nurkic gives the ball to Melo. Melo double team. Melo tries the cross-court pass. And Ja Morant with the steal and save inside. Nice steal. Hustling. And Melton brings the ball down. Jackson for 3. Way out and drains it. It is now a 2-point game. Memphis back in it, guys. These young guys, I was just talking about that. The hustle. The return of Jackson. The long 3-point. Josh Jaren Jackson combo. Ja Morant feeling it. Grizzlies back in it, guys. 2-point game, 77-79. But speaking of Brandon Roy, there, Jay Jefferson, yes, my man. Brandon Roy was a talented player. Talented player. You know, you always get players like that and always give you that what if factor. You know what I'm saying, Jay? What if? What if that guy stayed in and played? What would have been of him? Len Bias. I know you remember Len Bias, Jay Jefferson. I know you remember that. What would have been? Would Jordan have been what Michael Jordan was had Len Bias not died? That's another question. Would Jordan have ended up with the Bulls had Len Bias not died? You know, there's a story. Remember the whole Ralph Sampson, Hakeem Olajuwon situation? Now, it's a story that Jordan could have potentially ended up with the Rockets playing with Hakeem Olajuwon had that incident not happened with Len Bias, because the first round draft pick could have very possibly, I think Len Bias would have went over Jordan, right? Man, think about that, guys. Michael Jordan still may have been what Michael Jordan was, because if he would have landed with Hakeem the Dream, Michael Jordan, Hakeem the Dream, woo, wait. Yeah, you remember that? He was better than Jordan at the time. I would definitely have to agree with that, bro. He was definitely better than Jordan at the time. People don't like to hear that, but Len Bias was amazing. He was amazing. He had it all. He had the defense. He had the ups. People, you think Jordan could fly? Len Bias could fly, fam. He had the ups. He had the dunks inside, the circus moves like Jordan. He had a better developed jump shot than Michael Jordan at that time, guys. Len Bias was everything. It's, you know, he's definitely that one of those what-if factors in the NBA, Len Bias was. All right, guys, so we back off commercial. And they're just going over some replays. But, hey, man, this Jaren Jackson, Josh Jackson combo for the Memphis Grizzlies, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be such a dangerous team. These young kids, and they're young. This is a young team. It's one of the youngest teams. Those guys, the Pelicans, they're young. Hell, Valanciunas, I believe, is one of their oldest players. Ha. Yeah, Jay. Len Bias was that dude, fam. He was that guy. Answer to the trivia, guys. Guess what? It was Zach Randolph, Zebo. He was the one who attempted the most shots in the single game. Zach Randolph, 60. 60 shots he attempted. All right, so C.J. McCullough splits the defense inside to Nurkic. Oh my goodness, what a move by C.J. Split the defense, collapsed them, and dished to Nurkic for the cut inside. Beautiful play. 4-point lead. And Nurkic, nice to get it. Nice defense by Nurkic. Got his hand in on the alley-oop. Knocked the ball out, but stolen right back by Ja Morant. But I think he might have stepped out of bounds and gave the ball right back. Oh, no, guys. Oh, no. C.J. McCullough. C.J. McCullough's down. Look like he's shaking up. He's limping, guys. They don't need to see that. I tell you that right now. They do not need to see C.J. McCullough down. Let me see. Woo! Woo! That might be a groin injury, guys. Oh. Okay, well, CJ's still in the game. Well, that looked like a groin, and those groin injuries hurt, man. You can keep moving around, and as you move around more and more, it gets more and more painful. Then you just got to go sit on that bench. Then you got to go back to the locker room. Don't want to see a groin injury. Let's hope CJ is okay. He is still out on the floor, so looks like he's moving pretty well. Ja Morant's not who you want to have in front of you. All right, switches up. Melo got Ja Morant on him. Ja pulls up the three. Drains it. Bottom of the net. Ja Morant brings those Grizzlies into 1 point. 80-81, 5:55 left in the third quarter. Dame dribbled through the defense, but bad pass. And Ja Morant takes it coast to coast with the reverse layup. Ja Morant, airtime, baby. Grizzlies take the lead, 82-81. These young boys are scrappy, man. Scrappy young team. Dame Lillard bring the ball up. Dame at the top of the key. Passes to Melo. Back to Dame. Calls for the Nurkic screen. Dribbles around the Nurkic screen. Pulls a double team in. Hazonia with the ball. Loses it. Snatched up by Melton. Melton gets it over to Brooks. Brooks with the alley-oop. Ja Morant alley-oop. That young boy can fly, baby. 84-81. 3-point lead by the young Memphis Grizzlies team. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in this third quarter. Back to commercial break, guys. Man, let me tell you something. Did you see Ja Morant fly? Did you see the young man fly? Woo! Let me tell you something, guys. And you guys know I keep receipts. At the beginning of the season, before the Zion Williamson situation, getting hurt, when these guys were still in college, we say, who's going to be Rookie of the Year? Well, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk picked Ja Morant. Now, I'm not saying that would have been the case if Zion Williamson was not hurt, because Zion Williamson is amazing. But even still, I picked Ja Morant to be Rookie of the Year. I knew Ja Morant was going to be a special player. What I didn't know is that he was going to be this good. Ja Morant's an amazing kid, bro. We have a lot of young talent to keep this league going for years to come. You look at Trae Young, massive talent. Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. Guys, we have the superstars of the future. It's a bright future for basketball. We have the superstars to replace the LeBrons, the Kevin Durants. We got the guys. All right, back in action. Hazonia with the ball. Gets the ball over to CJ. Got Ja Morant on defense. CJ, step back jumper from 3. Can't hit off the front of the rim. Melton to bring the ball up for the Grizzlies. Melton drives to the lane. Loses the ball, but it looked like he got tripped, and they're going to call the foul on Dame time. Melton will go to the line. Damian Lillard called for the foul. Looked like he got his foot in there. He said, but Len Bias was drafted in 86, though. I don't know about Jordan and the Rockets situation. Jordan was drafted in 84. Yeah. It was the Ralph Sampson. It would have been a trade. It was it would have been a trade situation. They was talking about the trade situation. It was during the draft, their draft time. So here's how it was going to play out, Jay Jefferson. Ralph Sampson goes to the Bulls, and Michael Jordan goes to the Rockets. That's how it was going to go down. And remember, at that time, Jay, Ralph Sampson, Hakeem Olajuwon was the huge big man 1-2 punch, right? And remember, big men was the thing back then. So Ralph Sampson, he could handle the ball. Hakeem could handle the ball. They both could shoot the ball. They was the 1-2 punch. So the trade was going to be the young rookie, Michael Jordan, goes over to the Rockets, and Ralph Sampson comes over there with Len Bias to the Bulls. That's how that was going to go down. If Len Bias would have stayed alive. So you may have never had that Michael Jordan Bulls. It may have actually been Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon matchup and Len Bias and Ralph Sampson. Either way you look at it, quite interesting, bro. Quite interesting. All right, so a scramble for the ball on the ground. Looks like we might have a jump ball between Jaren Jackson and C.J. McCullough. Sorry, guys, got a little tied up into that basketball history, guys. You know we love this game we call basketball. CJ was like, man, ain't no damn jump ball. I have the ball. What are you talking about, ref? What? He knows he's not going to beat Jackson out for this jump ball. Jackson's too tall. Here we go. Oh, Jackson got up there a little early, didn't you, buddy? Ref got to throw it. All right, so Jackson wins the jump, but Collins finds himself in the right position to get the tip. So CJ drives right to the lane. Blocked off the back of the backboard by Jackson. Grayson Allen brings the ball down full speed. Jackson for the three out the corner. Drains it. Jackson again for the three. Memphis Grizzlies going wild, guys. 89-81. Memphis Grizzlies taking it to Portland in this third quarter. So Hassan Whiteside's back in the game for Nurkic. Whiteside tied up top. He gets it off to McCullough. McCullough over to Zach. Zach for his own three, and Zach can't hit off the back of the rim. Melton to bring the balls up for the Grizzlies. Grayson Allen for three, and Grayson Allen drains the three. Guys, the tables have turned. The tides have turned. It is the Grizzlies who's hot now. It is Portland who's gone a little cold. We have a 9-point lead. 11-point lead. Memphis Grizzlies. Dame Dash with the ball. Dame Dash dribbles the ball over, passes it to McCullough. McCullough down inside to Collins. Collins, turn around, jump hook, can't hit. Hassan Whiteside gets tangled up with Melton. That's not going to be much of a jump ball, but it is a jump ball between Melton and Hassan Whiteside. They're all sitting there laughing about it because they pretty much know who's going to get that. But great defense and great hands by Melton to get in there and get that jump ball on Hassan Whiteside. Of course, I don't even know if Hassan Whiteside has to leave the ground too much to win this jump. I don't think Melton's going to be able to out-jump Hassan. So he's probably going to pop it over the – oh, okay. So Dame picks up the top. Of course, Whiteside gets it. Dame Dash over to Hazonia. Hazonia inside, short jumper, can't hit. Air ball, but picked up by Collins. Collins inside for the score. 83-92, 9-point lead. Ja Morant with the ball. Down to 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third. Ja Morant cuts to the basket. Whistle blown. And it's going to be a foul on Gary Trent Jr. Got his hand inside there. Yeah, the Twin Towers. Yeah, buddy. That Ralph Sampson trade would have made sense because the Rockets had two bigs and Jordan, the Dream. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That was the whole thing. I'm surprised you don't remember that situation, fam. But that's a long time ago. And you know me, Jay, I'm a sports fanatic, fan. That's why I used to have football, tennis going, basketball, MMA, boxing. It was too much. I had to cut some back, but I just love sports. All right, guys. So Jackson hits the first three-pointer, extends that lead back to 10. And looks like Ja Morant's going to step out. And the other Jackson is going to come in, Josh Jackson. So we have Jaren Jackson and Josh Jackson on the floor. So I'm going to have to call their full names, guys. It's the confusion you get with the Grizzlies. I could just say Jackson when one of them's on the floor, but when they're both on the floor, got to call their full names. All right, Collins with the ball. And almost stolen. Almost gets it stolen by Brandon Clark. Nice hands by Clark, but Melton and Clark fought for the ball, end up knocking it out of bounds. So Portland will retain possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Hazonia to bring the ball in. Passes it in to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. over to Dame. Game time. Dame inside. Dame can't hit. Hassan Whiteside with the putback. 84-94. Under 2 minutes left. Melton directed traffic. Zach Collins on the defense. Gets it over to Josh Jackson. Jackson to Grayson. Drives inside. Grayson Grayson lost that pivot foot call for the travel. Turnover. Portland Trailblazers will get the ball. Jay Jefferson said, but if Portland doesn't make the playoffs, then CJ or Dame have to go. I don't believe they can coexist anymore. I don't know. I'm hearing people say that, but I don't know, man. Might be a decision they have to make. It may be valuable for the team. And Dame Dash with the crossover step back three-pointer to bring this thing back down to 6 points. 94-88. Grayson Allen with the ball at the top, drives down inside. Grayson Allen misses the whole rim. Collins has the ball, and he hits the backboard. He misses the whole rim. Jackson has the ball, bringing it back the other way. And Tolliver trailing back to Jackson inside for the easy layup. Back up to 8 points, 96-88. 1 minute left in the third quarter. So Dame slowing the ball down. Hopefully they can get 2 possessions out of this. 14 seconds on the shot clock, 46 seconds on the game clock. Dame gets up, three-pointer. Got the contact, 3 shots. Veteran move, smart play by Dame Lillard. Got the screen there. These guys pressing up on him. So Dame was smart enough to get up, get the contact, shoot it, and he knows foul's going to be called. 3 shots from the line. Smart move by Dame Lillard. Let's see if he can cash in on these free throws. So Dame up for the first free throw and drains it. It's going to be 88-96. 89-96. 7-point lead. Ja Morant will check in for the last 45 seconds. So Nurkic should check back in for the Portland Trailblazers. Whiteside will go sit out. Dame Lillard up to shoot the second free throw and drains it. So they did not give him the shot attempt, but they did give him the foul. They were in the penalty. 2 shots. 6-point game. 90-96. Ja Morant with the ball. Dribbles around Gary Trent Jr. Kicks the ball out to Tolliver. Back to Ja Morant. Ja Morant step back, three-pointer, hands on it. Nurkic right back with the defense, got his hand on that shot. Dame time with the ball in his hand. 7-second differential from the game clock and the shot clock. Dame Lillard on the Nurkic screen, dribbles around the screen, double teamed immediately, gets the ball over to Collins for 3 and drains it. And it's a 3-point game, guys. Portland Trailblazers on the move. 11.5 seconds. Ja Morant with the ball. Got Gary Trent Jr. on the defense. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ja Morant dribbles. Looks. Tolliver. 3. And no good. Tolliver misses the 3. 3-point game, guys. Great game so far. 11-point lead by the Portland Trailblazers. The Memphis Grizzlies hang in there. Dig deep. Come back. Take the lead, go up by 11 points themselves. And the Portland Trailblazers dig deep, come back, bring this thing within 3 points to go into the fourth quarter. What a game we have here, guys. Might be a barn burner. 96-93, end of the third quarter. Memphis Grizzlies lead by 3. So, while we on commercial, just to let y'all know, Basketball Live with Lewis and D is on tonight. That's right. Your boy D Jefferson is on the job today. Still, we did the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk Live daily earlier. We doing the Portland versus the Grizzlies game. We rocking out with my boy, my main man, Lewis Sports Network. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. We doing it all, guys. Let's go. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. NBA is back, baby. Yeah, I don't know, Jay. Back to that, what you were saying about CJ and Dame. I don't know, man. You know, value is there. And while both of these guys' stock is high, even though Portland fans may not want to see these 2 guys split up, I tend to agree with some people that they may want to think about splitting these guys up, especially because their stock is high. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that Lewis and I, guys, we're going to be doing one or two games. Either we're going to be doing the Bucks and the Celtics, or we're going to be doing Houston Rockets and Dallas Mavericks. And I hope it's the Rockets and the Mavericks, because if it is the Celtics, then I'm not sure if I will get to the end of this game. So we're still on commercial, but I need to get a hold of Lewis. Either way, Basketball Live with Lewis and D is on and popping. So, guys, we get ready to start the fourth quarter. They're back off of commercial, 96-93. Ja Morant starting to feel it. That's not good news for the Portland Trailblazers. But on the other side of things, it appears that the Portland Trailblazers are getting their mojo back. So, guys, we may have a game here. And, getting Zach Collins and Nurkic back, man, that's so big for CJ and Dame Dash. I know they feel, and, speaking of getting somebody back, Carmelo also has been playing really solid. Got Gary Trent Jr. playing really solid. Carmelo playing really solid. Zach Collins, Nurkic back. Man, this Portland team's going to be dangerous. The more chemistry they build, the more dangerous they're going to become. All right, guys. So Gary Trent Jr. gives the ball to Hazonia. Hazonia bring the ball in. Passes it off to Collins. Back to Hazonia. Back over to Collins. Collins gets it to CJ. And nice hand. Nice hand by Brooks. Brooks get his hands in there. Knocks the ball out of bounds. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Portland Trailblazers. So C.J. McCullough catches the ball in the corner, drives to the lane, off the glass, and scores. 1 point game, guys. C.J. McCullough, 95-96. Valanciunas gets the ball over to Anderson, back to Valanciunas. Hands it off to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen tries to use that hang time. Let me tell you something, guys. Grayson Allen got a lot of jump and sprout with him. So Gary Trent Jr. brings the ball down. Kicks it over to Zach Collins. Down low to Hassan Whiteside working on Tolliver. Turnaround jump hook. Hassan Whiteside with the and one. 97 to take the lead. And he'll go to the line to try to convert on the 3-point play. Grayson Allen, guys. They just showed Grayson Allen go down. That dude has a lot of ups. If it wasn't the fact that Hassan Whiteside was behind him for that block, he may have made that. So Hassan Whiteside does convert on the 3-point play, and Portland back up by 2, guys. Lead change, 98-96. Foul call down low. And I think they called it on C.J. McCollum. Off-ball foul on Valanciunas. So 17 seconds on the shot clock. Brooks passed the ball into Anderson. Anderson drives down into the lane. Looks for Valanciunas, but decides to pull up for the short jump hook. Can't make it. Hazonia get the rebound. Kicks it over to McCullough. McCullough working on Brooks up top. Dribbles around the white side screen. Kicks it to Hazonia. Hazonia with Anderson on the defense. Step back. Anderson on the floor. 3-pointer, but he can't drain it. He got Anderson to fall, but he couldn't drain it. Anderson brings the ball down, 96-98. Anderson, Euro step, blocked by Hassan Whiteside out of bounds. And that's what Whiteside brings to the table. He's going to get a block every game, it appears. And he got one right there. Block that out of bounds. Get that out of here, says Hassan Whiteside. Oh, Hazonia with the nice handles there. Put Anderson on his ass, but he couldn't drain the shot. It's always beautiful when you drain that shot. So Valanciunas with the ball on the wing. Kicks it to Anderson. Anderson to Grayson Allen. Over to Brooks. Tolliver in the corner all alone for a three. And it's a lead change again, guys. 99, 98. Dame Lillard on the side, stretching out that hamstring, working with the trainer, staying warm and loose over there on the sideline. Hazonia with the ball at the top of the key. Almost gets the ball stolen. And we got a foul. Oh, so Valanciunas was able to get his hand on that ball because he threw a bit of an elbow is what the refs were saying. Oh, yeah. Trying to fight over the top. He got his hand and kind of pushed Whiteside. Can't get away with that with those referees right there. Valanciunas, foul on you, big man. 5 fouls on Valanciunas, so he's going to have to sit down, guys. That is big. Let me tell you, that's huge for the Grizzlies because Valanciunas has been playing extremely well. Hazonia almost loses the ball. Anderson, Hazonia, jump ball. Hazonia's ticked off, felt like he was fouled. No foul, young man. You're going to have to jump for that ball. Jay Jefferson said Rockets Mavs will be lit. Are they playing? I think that's the game. I think that's the game we're doing, Jay. Rockets Mavs. And I'm not sure this game is going to be over in time for me to catch that. I was going to do the Bucks and the Celtics, but we're going to rock out with the rest of this game. I was going hard, buddy. So Jaren Jackson picks up the jump ball. Brooks with the step-up jumper, drains it. Back up by 3. Finds the Memphis Grizzlies. They find themselves back up by 3. Here we go. C.J. McCullough. Looks like that groin injury is a no-go. It looks like he's moving pretty well. Got Brooks on the defense. Calls for the screen from Hassan Whiteside. Sends him back down. Has the mismatch. Jackson on him. Crosses over Jackson. And they call a foul on Jackson Jr. I'm not sure, man. These fouls are kind of strange to me. Look like CJ stuck his arm out. Oh, okay. Yeah, he got his hand on him in that little trip. Oh, wow, man. I'll tell you what, CJ McCollum, that's a veteran move. Veteran move. So Whiteside back out. They just want to give Nurkic enough of a breather and get him back in there. So Nurkic back in the game. Nurkic got the ball up top, over to McCullough. McCullough for the quick jumper. And McCullough, bottom of the net. 1-point game again, 100 to 101. Now, CJ picked up a tech. Oh, okay. So, I guess unsportsmanlike conduct. Referee caught CJ McCullough jawing off to Brooks after the shot and teched him up for that. Referee's not playing that. That's huge for Portland by getting their bigs back and healthy. Oh, yeah, bro. Massive. Because Whiteside is weak, bro. So just being able to put him in there every now and then, give their bigs a breather, that's a beautiful rotation that Portland can afford themselves. Because Whiteside does offer defense. You know, he's still dangerous in that perspective. But, yeah, that's huge getting Zach and Nurkic back. So Tolliver with the ball, gives it over to Brooks. Brooks drives down inside. And right over the top of Zach Collins is Brooks, 103-100. C.J. McCullough, full speed ahead. C.J. almost loses the ball. But he gets it off the leg of Dylan Brooks. So they'll keep the ball. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game, guys. Gotta go right now. All right, so Nurkic with the ball. Nurkic gives it over to Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard kind of bumps into Nurkic there. Lillard, Grayson on the defense. Lillard pulls up 3. Air ball, nothing doing. Nurkic with the save. But Brooks getting away in the pass. Brooks comes down the court, kicks it out to Anderson for 3. Anderson drains it. 106 100. Kyle Anderson feeling it. 6-point lead by the Memphis Grizzlies. Dame Lillard gives the ball off to Nurkic. Nurkic inside to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. foul. And they're going to review it for goaltending. Gary Trent Jr. took the ball hard to the rim, went up for the dunk, baby. Foul from behind by Jared Jackson. And actually was fouled by Anderson. And it looked like the ball hit the backboard, so it may be an and one. Goaltend and a foul. Foul by Anderson. Goaltend by Jackson. Might be an and one, guys. See if he can convert on this 3-point play, because I'm okay. So no point. No point. And Gary Trent Jr. misses the first free throw. So the potential 3-point play turns to maybe a 1-point play, but he'll have to hit this. He will have to hit this. Portland has some key injuries this season. That would explain poor record. I don't make excuses because injuries are part of the game. Yeah, me either, dog. Me either. But that is a true statement, though. All right, so Brooks, quick 3. Can't hit. And that was a bad shot by Brooks. Didn't really have anybody down there on the boards. I don't know why he pulled that 3 up so quickly, but I don't know. So Dame Lillard with the ball at the top of the key. Grayson Allen gets his hands on it, almost a steal. And Yusuf Nurkic got called on the clear out. Collins had the clear lane, and Nurkic had no need to do that, but he got his hands hooked. Yep. He hooked Jaren Jackson. Got the call. Blazers could have brought that down to 2-point game, 3-point game, but no cigar. Ja Morant all the way to the rim, right over the top of Nurkic. 108, 107, 7-point game. Dame Lillard brings the ball down. Dame directed traffic. Dame kicks the ball over to Nurkic. Nurkic gets another foul, another swing through. That's the 3rd swing through. You gotta have to do better than that, rookie. Jaren Jackson keeps getting caught with that. You can't be extending those arms, bro. These pros are gonna get you on that swing through every time. That's his 3rd time he's done that, but that's his 2nd time he's got it off on Jackson. See, and Ja Morant telling him, put your hands out, not forward. That's right. That's defense, see? That's good leadership by Ja Morant. He's telling him, look, Jaren, put your hands out. Stop putting your hands straight, because if you put your hands out, then he can swing all he wants left or right. He's not going to hit you. So Nurkic does a good job at cleaning up those 2 free throws. Back down to a 5-point game, 103, 108. Ja Morant with the ball. Ja Morant behind the 3-point line all alone. And Dame Lillard grabs on that Jared Jackson jersey and gets the foul called on him. You can't do that, Dame. Cannot do that, Dame. What he said, but the injuries that Portland had was huge key injuries if they was healthy. I think the Blazers would be battling for the 3rd. Yeah, I know. Ja Morant almost loses the ball. Nurkic, fast hands, poked the ball away from the point guard guys. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Nurkic knocks that ball out of bounds away from Ja Morant. Brooks inside to Tolliver. Tolliver back over to Brooks. Brooks got McCollum on him. Step back 3. Brooks can't hit. Grayson Allen in there on the rebound, but Melo gets it. Knocks it over to Dame Dash. 5-point game. Dame Dash, long 3. Dame can't hit. Ja Morant comes down with the rebound. He'll bring the ball up for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant goes right down into the lane. Dribbles it back out. Cuts back in the corner to Nurkic. Over to Tolliver. Tolliver back to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen loses the ball out of bounds. And it was a hand by Zach Collins, so knocked it out of bounds. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Memphis Grizzlies retain possession. Jay says the Grizzlies have a bright future. They will be good for years. So for all the Memphis Grizzlies fans out there, they should be excited because this team will be good for a long time. I agree totally. I mean, all of these kids are solid, man. Grayson Allen is solid. John Morant, solid. Both Jacksons, Josh and Jaren, solid. And like I said, Valanciunas is the oldest, and he's still young. I think he's only like 26, 27. Solid. Like Dylan Brooks, solid. Like these guys, Pierce, solid player. They got a lot of well-rounded players. This team is going to be one of the upper echelon teams. New Orleans Pelicans, same way. A lot of young Drew Holiday, Lonzo, Ingram, Zion. These guys, man. Yeah. I tell you, Jay, we look good for as long as we have a future in sports and basketball. I think that the competition level is looking really good. It's a lot of good players, and we definitely have some superstars to take that reign. Because LeBron James is old, Kevin Durant is old and injury prone. These guys are out the door. They yesteryear, and the new guys coming in. Giannis, Luka. Giannis is pretty much taking over right now. But, you know, Giannis and James Harden, like, they got their time, like, right now. But, you know, Trae Young, yeah, the Atlanta Hawks, yeah. But they're not as good, well-rounded team as the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. You know what I mean? They still got their woes. They got their issues. They're doing so well because Trae Young is phenomenal, bro. It's been games like 50 points. Like, he literally wielded that team. And that's too much to have on that young guy's shoulders. You understand? Like, you don't see, Zion doesn't have to do that type of performance for his team to win. Ja Morant doesn't have to have that type of performance for his team to win. For the Hawks to win, a lot of times Trae Young has to have that type of performance. But they do look good, and having Trae Young, he's another one. Superstar. Like, God, look at the guys we have. Luka, Trae Young, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Rui Hachimura. Right? These kids are bright futures. And look at the draft we got coming out. Oh, man, Jay. This is going to be beautiful, dog. It's going to be beautiful. So, guys, back to the action. 6 minutes, 33 seconds left in the game. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Nurkic got his hand in there and knocked the ball out of bounds from Ja Morant right before we went to commercial. So Grizzlies will be passing the ball in. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 6 minutes, 33 seconds left in the game. 108, 103. Grizzlies up by 5. Oh, wow. So Nurkic again with the defense. He did not even allow Jaren Jackson Jr. to get the clean pass inside. I mean, the clean shot off, I meant. And so he hit the ball, but crafty move by Ja Morant. So Jaren Jackson drives to the lane real quick, and he was able to pull the foul. But Nurkic is playing hellified defense right now, man. Great defense. So Jackson to the line for 3. Jackson Jr., guys, I'll put a video up about this kid. He is the leading scorer in the game with 26 points now that he just hit that free throw. The Hawks need some veteran leadership, though. Yeah, they do. They do. And so does the Grizzlies, actually, and the Pelicans. You know what I mean? So, like, they do need that. But, you know, they'll make some trades, I believe, Jay. You know what I'm saying? I hope the Pistons can land LaMelo Ball. No. He was going to the Knicks. Stop it. He's going with RJ. All right, Melo double team immediately. Melo a little bit too high for Zach Collins, throws the ball away. 7-point game. Carmelo, you don't need to do that. It's looking kind of shaky. 6 minutes still way too much time, guys. 6 minutes, 7 seconds left. John Morant brings the ball down. Dribbles right around Dame Lillard. Goes for the scoop. Can't get it. But Clark there to clean it up. Brandon Clark with the putback dunk. 112-103. Back up to 9-point game. Damian Lillard, you got to put your magic in. It's Dame time. And so Collins for three. Collins wide open three. Can't hit. Nurkic fighting for the ball down low. Jaren Jackson out on Nurkic. So it's Memphis's ball. Nice scrap down there. And Zach Collins has gone a little cold here, guys. That's his third wide open three missed. So we better watch Zach Collins. And John Morant for the short jumper can't hit. Brooks with the rebound. He takes a short jumper, can't hit. Melo with the rebound inside. Passes it off to Dame. Dame drives down into the lane. Dame Lillard tries to put the ball up. Blocked by Brooks. Brooks coming back down the court full speed ahead. Faces to John Morant. Goes up. Makes it. But no cigar. Travel call by the referee. No points. Still 103-112. Up by 9 points, but Portland gets the ball back. Another turnover. So, guys, 12 turnovers for the Memphis Grizzlies, 15 turnovers for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pretty even there. So, nice give-and-go action by McCullough and Nurkic, but McCullough cannot convert. Almost poked it away for the steal, but no cigar. John Morant with the ball. Has Zach Collins on him on the defense. John Morant crossover, drives inside, kicks it back out to Jackson for three. Jackson Jr. shoots the three, but missed. McCullough comes up with the rebound. And looks like Nurkic is pushed to the floor by Brandon Clark. So that's going to be a foul. Now, are they in the penalty already? So, yeah, Nurkic at the free throw line and drains the first one. 104, 112, 4:49 left in the game. Nurkic up for the second free throw and drains that. So Nurkic converts on both free throws. 7-point lead, 112-105. 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in the game. See if the Memphis Grizzlies can knuckle down, hold on to this lead. Jackson Jr. for another three. He's falling in love with that three. He missed his last three. And here's the Portland Trailblazers with a chance to bring the score back down. Gets the ball to Nurkic inside. Works on the rookie. Turnaround jump hook. Nice. Nurkic hype. Turnaround jump hook on the rookie. 107, 112. They cut the lead down to 5 guys. Like I said, this might be one that goes down to the wire. I did pick the Portland Trailblazers, and I'm sticking with that pick, even though they're down fourth quarter, under 5 minutes left. I still say the Portland Trailblazers is going to take this game, guys. Let's see what happens. See, I don't know, man. LaMelo was in my city 2 weeks ago working out, and his agent from Detroit, too. So I don't know, fam. You might see your boy as a Piston. Could be, man. Tell you the truth, Jay Jefferson, I love the Knicks, but I don't want James Dolan to ruin that young man. So, to be honest, I would rather y'all get him because I think R.J. Barrett's career is finished. And it's sad, but it's so, dog. Think about it. Unless he can show value and get the hell out of there. Because the Knicks are not going to win with James Dolan at the helm. So it may be better for LaMelo. Shoot, you know how smart LeVar Ball is. You know what I mean? He probably wouldn't even allow that. He know James Dolan's an idiot. He probably won't even allow his son to get anywhere close to the Knicks. You know what I mean? Of course, if it's a lottery pick or something like that, they're not going to be able to help it. But man, they'll try to get him out of there because, man, nobody wants to go. I don't even think these kids want to go to New York. You see when they asked Zion Williamson last year in the interview, and they asked him if he wanted to go to New York. He was like, you know what I mean? Now he came back and he said, no, if the New York Knicks pick me, this, that, and the third. He gave the correct political answer. But you know that young boy's answer was the true answer in the beginning. Hell no, he didn't want to go to the Knicks. The young boys coming out of college, the whole league know about James Dolan. Nobody wants to get tied up in that foolishness, man. I'm telling you, we got the worst owner in the freaking league. He's terrible. I'm telling you, I wish a Donald Sterling situation happened to him, where he was forced to sell the team. Drive him out. I don't give a damn. My team will be better off without that fool. Because he ain't going to step down and he ain't going to sell. The Knicks are the Detroit Lions of the NBA. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Nah, you know what, Jay? Another team I like, they're the Washington Redskins of the NBA. And the reason I say that, because Daniel Snyder's another idiot. Two teams I like got two complete idiots as owners, and they're the problem. That's who they are. They're the Redskins of the NBA. Because their owners are the main problem. Snyder and Dolan. They're idiots. Snyder and Dolan, you idiots. All right, guys, back to the basketball. John Morant brings the ball down. Kicks it over to Dylan Brooks. Back to John Morant at the top of the key. And John Morant with the alley-oop to Clark right over the top of Collins. And he got the dunk. But he just got a technical foul. You got to calm down, young man. Now, they just whistled C.J. McCullough for jawing off. And Clark faced, posterized Zach Collins. But he had to run his mouth. And the ref teched him up. So you got to play it fair. So Dame Lillard barely makes the free throw, but he does make it. They will get possession of the rock. 6-point lead, 108-114. Bad move by the young man to get that technical foul. You don't want to do that with Portland right there knocking on your door, man. You can't be giving those guys extra chances, especially with Dame Lillard, who can shoot from 40 feet away. All right, here we go. Dame Lillard gets the ball over to Collins. Nurkic calling for the ball, got the rookie on him. Dame gives it back to McCullough. McCullough slashes down into the lane. Floater inside, drains it. 4-point game, 110-114. John Morant brings the ball down. Not in any rush. Taking some time off that clock. Smart, young man. John Morant dribbles down into the lane. Gives the ball down to Clark. Clark fouled by Nurkic on the play, so Clark will go to the line for two. 116-110. Not a bad foul by Nurkic. CJ McCollum is a scoring machine, bro. He just scored off the off leg, left hand floater. An off leg left hand floater, and CJ McCollum hits nothing but the bottom of the net. That dude is offensively gifted for sure. All right, so Clark drains the first. Clark misses the second. So it's a 5-point game. Dame Lillard will bring the ball down. A little over 3 minutes left in the game. Here comes Dame. Passes it to Melo. Melo over to Collins. Collins gives it to Nurkic. Nurkic all alone. Nobody on him. Nurkic decides to take it to the rack for the dunk if y'all want to leave me alone. 112-115. Bad defense on the Grizzlies. I don't know why they would leave Nurkic with that much space in the lane to the rim. So Dylan Brooks with the ball. Dribbles, steps aside on Dame Lillard, but he can't hit the shot. Here comes the Portland Trailblazers. Dame Lillard will bring the ball down. 3 points down. Dame Lillard drives down into the lane. Kicks it to Zach Collins. Zach Collins, the turnaround. Nice footwork by the young man to score inside. It is a 1-point game, guys. 245 virtual crowd again there. So, guys, the referees are not playing. Now, this makes no sense, and Zach Collins is stupid for this. It's a technical foul for him drawing off. Now, you get the game into 1 point. Luckily for you, Dillon Brooks just missed the free throw. But it wasn't even Zach Collins that made the point. It was Nurkic. So why are you mouthing off like that and get a tech? Okay, so he was mouthing off when he did the move. Okay. Yeah, well, they gave him the tech, man. These guys got to calm themselves down now. He just got a gift because Brooks missed the free throw. So it didn't cost him anything. Ja Morant, step back three. Can't hit. Melo, another rebound. Passes the ball off to Dame. Dame will bring the ball down. Little over 2 minutes. Dame goes right down into the lane. Zach Collins inside. Can't hit. And Zach knocks it out of bounds on the rebound. Grizzlies ball. Good defense inside by the young Jaren Jackson. All right, Ja Morant outside. Ja Morant got Collins. Crossover. Step back. Pulls the ball back up. Ja Morant drives back down. Passes the ball outside to Jackson. Jackson drives the lane. Jackson drives the lane. 2 steps. Dunks the ball over Nurkic. Pulls the foul. Wow, this kid is balling today. He is the team leader. He is out of control. Left hand dunk over Nurkic. Pulls the foul. Catches the ball when it comes through the rim. Keeps his balance. Goes to the line, fouls Nurkic out. That's huge. Guys, it's 2 minutes left. And they have to depend on Hassan Whiteside. The good thing about Hassan Whiteside is he does provide some defense. But that's a big loss with 2 full minutes left. See what happens in this game. Can Jackson clean up the 3-point play? He can. 118, 114, back up to 4 points. Dame Dash should bring the ball down. Got Zach Collins. And Dame Lillard goes right down into the lane. Scoop shot again. Switch to the left hand. 116, 118. And they brought, looks like Gary Trent Jr. in for Nurkic. Carmelo, another rebound. Gary Trent Jr. Nice defense. All right, guys, 2-point game. Here's Dame. Gets it over to McCollum. And CJ tries to get a quick pass. Melo for 3. Melo drains the 3. Here comes Portland. They take the lead back. 119, 118. A minute and 18 seconds left in the game. Here comes Ja Morant. Ja Morant slashes to the lane. Ja Morant, hang time. Switches to the left hand. Puts in the nice little floater. 120, 119. Here comes CJ McCullough. He'll bring the ball down. Calls for the Zach Collins screen. CJ slashes to the lane. Step back. Pull up jumper. Drains it. CJ McCullough. Ice cold water in his veins. 121 to 120. 1 minute even left on the clock. Ja Morant letting the ball roll. Picks it up. Here we go. Countdown, guys. It's getting down to the wire. Ja Morant. Crossover on Gary Trent Jr. Slashes down into the lane. Foul going into the lane by Carmelo Anthony. So Ja Morant will go to the line for 2. Boy, these Grizzlies, guys, they are not giving up. Game time. Game time. He's showing up when he's supposed to. Carmelo, he's been on fire today. Carmelo's been feeling it. It's a great game, guys. Great game. But I'm still sticking with those Portland Trailblazers. I got to stick with my pick, guys. I think Trailblazers are going to pull it off, but it's getting really close. So Ja Morant converts, takes the lead back, 122. 121, full court defense by Dillon Brooks. Pulls back. Dame Lillard with the ball. Dribbles around Dillon Brooks. Goes right into the lane. Kicks it back out to McCullough. Melo for 3 again. Melo, bottom of the net. 124. 122. Carmelo Anthony feeling it. I'm telling you guys, Portland Trailblazers. Is D. Jefferson going to get this pick right? Might not have seemed that way 4 minutes ago. Portland was down by 11, but I told you guys, I'm going to stick with Portland here. Portland up by 2, 124, 122, under a minute to go. Off to commercial, guys. So, my man Jay Jefferson says, but at least the Redskins won some Super Bowls. The Lions never won a Super Bowl. Hell, they have never been to one in history. Yeah, but I get that point, Jay. But the great Jack Kent Cook, I know you remember him. I'll say it again. The great Jack Kent Cook, who knew football very well. He was like a Jerry Jones. He's the guy that brought the Redskins to popularity. Reason that they're in the top 3 teams in the league and they haven't won a damn thing. That was all because of the great Jack Kent Cook. Was the last great owner we had. And those were the glory days. And the great Jack Kent Cook is why we got those Super Bowls, my friend. But in 2020, Jay Jefferson, we got that damn Daniel Snyder. You know what I'm saying? So we screwed Olo. We screwed Olo, bro. R.I.P. Jack Kent Cook. He was a great owner, man. All right, guys, this is it. 1 possession for each team at this point. Brooks brings the ball in, passes it to Ja. Ja takes no time. Ball. Bobbled. But Brooks. Oh, wow. Brandon Clark gets the loose ball in the air and the tap in. No time, guys. He takes no time on the clock to score. That's huge for Memphis Grizzlies because either way, they get another shot at this. 8-second differential on the game clock. Dame Lillard with the ball. 6 seconds to shoot. Dame can shoot from anywhere. Dame drives down into the lane. Kicks it out to Melo for 3. Again, Melo can't hit. Zach Collins gets the loose ball. Ja Morant loses the ball. We got overtime, guys. Oh, my. Zach Collins couldn't control the rebound. Carmelo Anthony just missed the game winner. Ja Morant trips, loses the ball out of bounds, and it's 124 overtime. Let's go. That means we got a little bit more time with Ballin with Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. It's NBA, baby. Who would have thought? Great. Yeah. Man, Ja Morant with the slip, man. Carmelo, good sportsmanship. Yeah, Jay, I know, man. Wow, guys, all right. We got action here. I never would have made that next game, even if I wanted to. We have overtime, guys, and I couldn't leave this game to go do the Celtics and the Bucks. I should have known better than that anyway. These games never end on time. If it was a perfect world, not with the way these referees are calling these whistles. No need for me to even schedule games, one game after the other. Oh, snacks. It's snack time, guys. My wife bought me some snacks. Thank you, baby. Yeah. So, guys, again, make sure y'all tune in either here or on my man, Lewis Sports Network. Take your pick. Either way, you're going to get Basketball Live with Lewis and D. 9 o'clock. Houston Rockets. Dallas Mavericks. We there, guys. Make sure you tune in. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. So, guys, both of these teams have taken their prospective runs in this game, right? You see the Grizzlies go on their run to take the lead and get up to 11. You know, Portland take their run and get the lead. Lead changes have been, I don't even know how many lead changes we have this game. But Carmelo Big three out of the corner. You know, if Carmelo doesn't hit that three in the corner, it's 121 to 124. Essentially, the game is over. So we can say Melo saved this game for these guys. You just had yours? Yeah, man. I've been on this damn computer since this morning. I'm still not finished. Got to do the recap from last night. All right. Jaren Jackson gets the rebound. So Memphis Grizzlies will control the ball. All right. So Jackson Jr. can't get the turnaround jump hook inside. Carmelo with another rebound. Carmelo's been playing strong down there in the hole. Dame Dash will bring the ball down, shoots it over to C.J. McCullough. C.J. McCullough with Brooks up top. Goes around the Collins screen, steps back for the three. Bottom of the net, C.J. McCollum. So the first team to take the lead in this overtime is the Portland Trailblazers, 127-124. Ja Morant down in the hole. Can't find no one. Ball smacked by Gary Trent. Nice give and go action. Clark, Melton. Melton can't hit. Right off the rim, rolls right off the rim. Dame Dash brings the ball down, gives it to CJ. CJ dribbles around the Collins screen, drives down into the lane, passes it to Trent Jr. Over to Dame, back to Trent Jr. for three. And Trent Jr. with the shooter's touch from the corner. 30-124. Portland Trailblazers extended to a 6-point lead. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in overtime, guys. Ja Morant with the ball. Drives down into the lane. And we have a foul on Gary Trent. It looks like he got the hook on Jackson now. Gary Trent, nice, smart, veteran move by C.J. McCollum. Gary Trent was about to start running off at the mouth, and C.J. grabbed him right quick. Like, shut up. These referees are blowing that whistle. So, nice hands by Gary Trent. Almost gets the steal on Ja. Ja from half court. Just missed. Wow, Ja Morant. Running out of time. He had to fire that thing up. So, Dame comes down. Drives down in the lane with the ball. Dame, nice soft touch inside on the young boy, Brandon Clark. Dame scores. 8-point lead. Rip City opens it up, guys. 8-point lead. D. Jefferson is looking like a genius. No, I'm just joking, guys. But, hey, I stuck with the Portland Trailblazers. They're up by 8 in overtime. But it's still a lot of time left on the game clock, guys, so it's not over until, as they say, the fat lady sings. Portland looking really good right now, and Damian Lillard feeling it, which is not good for the Memphis Grizzlies. When you got Damian Lillard feeling it, and you got Carmelo Anthony feeling it, and C.J. McCollum slashing to the lane like a bat out of hell, it's going to be hard to beat this Portland team, man. And that's for any team. That's a hard trio to stop. Yes, sir, Jay Jefferson. Melo is balling. And you got these three guys all balling at the same time. You got Nurkic. He fouled out, but look at the way he was playing before he fouled out. Man, Gary Trent Jr., he went off in the first half. All right, guys, back at it. Ja Morant is going to bring the ball down, passes it off to Brooks, back over to Ja Morant. Ja Morant back to Brooks. Brooks for the quick three. Can't get it off the front of the rim. Zach Collins comes down with the rebound. I think they should have tried to work that ball inside, but they tried to pop up that three-pointer. You got Dame Lillard. That's too much space. Dame is back at the 30-foot mark. Passes it over to CJ. CJ dribbles, step back, three-pointer. CJ, bottom of the net. CJ McCollum, three-pointer. Back up to an 11-point lead in overtime, guys. Portland 135, Memphis 124. Ja Morant driving down into the lane on Melo. Kicks it to Jackson in the corner for his three. He can't hit. Brandon Clark with the rebound. Puts the ball right back up for the score. Back under 10. 126, 135. 2 minutes left in the game. Dame brings the ball up very leisurely. No rush. Let's suck some of the time off this clock. Passes it over to CJ. CJ, no rush. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got Jaren Jackson on him. CJ, little razzle-dazzle, dribbles around Jackson. Jackson, good hand inside. CJ drives the lane, floater, off the rim. Can't get it. Collins gets it, rebound. He can't get it. Fouls on the rebound. So it's Memphis's ball. 139 left. CJ McCollum, man, he stops and pops from three-point line and hits the bottom of the net. Wow. All right, guys. It's a minute, 39 seconds left. Zach Collins fouls out. So you have Zach out. You have Nurkic out. Hassan Whiteside in for him. Now, Ja Morant, smart move with Zach Collins and Nurkic out. Very smart kid. Ja Morant takes it right to the rim. Guess what happened? He gets fouled. Smart move by Ja Morant. Two of their good defensive long guys are out, so he takes it right to the rim, pulls the foul, gets to the line. You take no time off the clock, but you get to put points on the board. That's why getting to the line is important at the end of the game. Ja Morant slashes the first free throw, so it's down to an 8-point lead, 127, 135. Ja for the second free throw, drains it. 7-point lead, 128, 135. Full court press by the Memphis Grizzlies. CJ McCullough dribbles right around Melton. Oh, steal by Jackson. Gets it over to Melton. Melton takes it all the way down. And it's a blocking foul on Dame Lillard. So Melton will go to the line for two. All right, here we go. Memphis Grizzlies digging back into that 11-point lead. These kids are not letting up. Now, wow. This is a horrible call by the ref, guys. Dame Lillard well outside the restricted line. Feet planted. They call a blocking foul. This is huge. Let's see here. Oh, that's close, man. That's close, man. Dame's feet. I don't know. They're reviewing this one, though, guys. I'm not sure if they're going to leave it that way, but I thought it was a foul on Dame, too, initially. But when I just watched the replay, I ain't so sure. I'm not so sure, guys. So the officials are looking it over right now as we speak. So right now they're showing the Red Bull dunk of the game, and it's Yusuf Nurkic with the pass from Zach Collins and the dunk right over the young Jaren Jackson. Nice dunk, big man. And I know that the Portland Trailblazers are so glad to have Yusuf Nurkic back. Dunk of the game. Red Bull dunk of the game. Yusuf Nurkic. So they gave Dame Lillard the foul. Foul on Dame Lillard. That puts Melton to the line. And that gives Dame Lillard his fourth foul of the game. So Melton, first free throw, can't make it. And guys, you know, I said this earlier. that the Grizzlies free throw woes. They're going to have to do something because free throws will cost you the game. And here in overtime, they miss another free throw. And he nearly misses both of them, but he gets the shooter's touch. So it's 129, 135, 6-point game. Still, quick steal by the Memphis Grizzlies. Weak pass by Melo. Jackson for three. Drains it. My, it's a 3-point game. You got to do better to take care of that ball, Carmelo. So, full court pressure again. Cross-court pass, and it's a foul. Whoa. Yeah. See, they was ready for him to call a tech, but the young man was just trying to hold Gary Trent up from falling. Jeez. But he did get a quick foul. They tried to steal that ball. Too much contact. So that was a bad foul by Jackson. They're not in the penalty. They just, get them closer to that. But Dame Lillard draining the clock. 6 seconds. Drives. Quick move to the basket. Dame Lillard rises. Hang time. Wow, what a move by Dame Lillard. Gary Trent Jr. gets his hand in there on Ja Morant. Behind the back pass. Jackson for three. Jackson can't hit. Melo comes down with another three. Rebound. They keep playing keep away. 38 seconds left. Playing keep away. No fouls inside. Short jump hook. Whiteside misses the short, easy jump hook. This dude in that weak shit, he should have went up for the jump. Ja Morant can't hit the three. Dame Lillard comes down with the rebound and foul by Melton. Oh, my. This is why it was so huge of losing Nurkic and Zach Collins. Listen, guys. Oh, what a move by Dame Lillard. But Hassan Whiteside, see, I've been saying this about him, and I said it earlier in this live, guys. He is so weak. He plays so weak. You are 7 foot. You have a guy 6 foot something down there on you, and you go for a short jump hook when you don't have him in front of you. He should have turned around and went up for the dunk. At the most, you missed the dunk, but you pulled a foul. Hassan Whiteside plays so weak, man. So weak. And not even that. How are you 3 feet away from the basket at 7 foot and miss a damn jump hook? It's like you can almost throw it in there. Ridiculous. I don't know. So Dame Lillard drains the free throws. 6-point game, guys. Ja Morant, full speed ahead. The kid is fast. Coast to coast. Block! Gary Trent Jr. Is that another tech? Oh my gosh, they're getting ridiculous with that, bro. I know they did not call that on the tech. Oh, wow. Okay, this was an unreasonable tech by the referee. Ja Morant does hit the first shot. 5-point game. So Gary Trent Jr. didn't get in Ja Morant's face, nothing. He was just, hyping himself up. He hit himself on the chest, and the refs called a tech for John. Like, dog, that's ridiculous right there. Jackson for three. And air ball, but Melton gets the rebound. So it's only a 3-point game, guys. Melo's got to get that ball in right. They play keep away, and they foul Carmelo Anthony. It's not pretty much who you want to foul. Yeah, right. Carmelo just did the right thing. Hazonia went mouthing off to the ref, and Carmelo said, get the fuck down there. Shut up. Like, just shut up. They calling the whistle on everything. Don't go jawing off. Shut up. He did the right thing, telling Hazonia, get away from him. Don't even bother him. What are you doing? The game is too close. The last thing we need is the damn tech, and you give them another shot. Like, smart veteran move by Carmelo Anthony. So here's Carmelo for the first free throw. Big free throw by Carmelo. And he drains it. So the first one down, guys, 4-point lead. Only 12 seconds to go. Carmelo drains. This is a 2-possession game. Even on a 4-point play, it's still a 2-possession game. So you know that they're going to try to get a quick 3 up and foul. Melo needs this free throw. And he drains it. It's a 5-point lead. Ja Morant down the court, full speed ahead. Ja Morant loses the ball. Game essentially over. Hazonia with the hand inside hits the ball, makes Ja Morant bumble it, lose it off his leg, and it lands right in the hand of Dame Lillard. Game over. Final in overtime. 140, 135. Your man D. Jefferson hit it again. And I would have hit the over under 2 because I would have picked under 6. So, hey, guys, I'm getting the hang of this betting thing. Start giving you guys some tips on the betting aspects of this. Want to cover the basketball in more than one aspect. But if you would have bet the Portland Trailblazers, you win. You'd have bet the over-under. I believe it was 6. You would have won. You would have won on that too if you would have bet under. And I did pick the Portland Trailblazers to take this game, guys. But I did say that the Grizzlies would put up a fight, and boy, did they ever. They took these guys to overtime. You can't put up more of a fight than that, in my opinion. And again, the young Grizzlies, you know, they're a team of the future. They look really good. This was a great game. All of you guys that came in here and kicked it with your man D. Jeff, Alistair 49, Champ Ross, my man Ringside Boxing, Lewis Sports Network, Ralph Unreal, Jay Jefferson was buzzing, cousin. Appreciate you guys. Look, couple of hours, tune back in. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Gonna bring that Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, Hardaway Jr., Houston Rockets, James Harden, Eric Gordon, Russell Westbrook. Let's check it out. Y'all make sure y'all come back. Y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.